candy corn.
You know, like you squeeze the
Unicorn.
the bottom of it, and it's like pew pew.
Maybe it
But
is a
it's like
unicorn.
lasers.
Emmy raises a good point.
Oh, unicorn with a laser
Yeah.
for a horn.
Oh, Rakage says he has a tattoo of a unicorn
Oh.
shooting lasers. That's cool.
Oh,
Out of its eyes or out of its horn?
I'm from the Midwest, so I
Yes.
just assumed you meant corn.
Yeah, me
All of the
too.
above.
I was optimistic and assumed.
Fair.
you
I
meant
was like,
corn.
ooh, corn. Yes, I love corn.
Everybody,
Sweet corn,
everyone,
let's
yeah,
do
sweet
it.
corn, some roasted corn with some butter and salt on there.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, bud. Oh
Yeah,
man.
Now I'm hungry for corn.
Now I want corn.
Yeah.
Now I want corn.
right?
Now I want
Can I
corn.
get? Is there delivery
Who
corn
did this
somewhere?
to us?
Weirdest
Yeah.
open ever.
Now
That's fine.
I'm kind of upset that that laser corn raided us, because now I'm just hungry for corn.
Why'd you do
Juice.
this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what the heck,
gross.
the laser corn
You're
show.
not gonna get corn for at least 3 hours.
Do you have corn?
No, that makes me sad even more so.
Yeah, like how are you gonna do it within 3 hours? I guess you
I don't
could
know,
Grubhub
man,
some
all the
corn.
corn I've had recently. Wow, I wanted to say lately and recently. All the corn I've had has had no flavor because it's winter.
You can get super sweet corn in those steam bags that is pretty good if you add some salt and butter.
See, I'm using like real
Like-
corn, and it's not having flavors.
Yeah, corn on the
So
cob right now is, you're right, it's not so good.
Yeah, no, but come fall, come like spring, it's in all the summer times. Oh, corn's so good. I'm sorry, what were we talking about? We're doing a thing today.
I think we're on the internet.
I mean, allegedly.
Yeah. Hello, internets.
What?
We're gonna play
the
a game
internet?
for you. My name is
Apparently.
Megan Amel, and I'm
Cat
a
Dad goes
streamer.
first, bag.
Oh dang! I was just gonna get us going. I was just gonna roll into it.
There's
but okay.
there's no room for your nonsense, Meg. We don't. This is
I was trying to keep us on
scripted.
track.
This
It
is
was a good
scripted.
thing.
No,
Okay,
none
my
of
bad,
that.
my bad.
What's it called when you do
Mr.
things?
Mr. Q. Hey,
Improv.
Yeah, improv. We don't do
Let's-
that here.
That's all I do. Oh no.
yeah. Flip to script page 2.
Mhm.
No, let's at least, before we go off on another tangent, potentially corn or unicorn related, let's do the thing where we let people know who's who and like where
Maybe
you can
next
find
time.
them. Or we can just end with that now. It's fine. So hey, yo, Cat Dad, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, and maybe a little bit about the character that you're going to play?
My name is Cat Daddy Boo. I stream on Twitch as Cat Daddy Boo. You can find my channel at catdaddyboo.com. I'm
.com?
going to be playing .com.
Not
he went
.tv.
with the .com.
Yeah.
Wow.
.tv.
You're commercial.
He likes the .com.
He's very
I was like,
commercial.
I feel like it's kind of boomer going .com.
Wow.
It's definitely Gen X going
told you
.com,
that.
not boomer. It's Gen X.
Wow.
No,
Catdaddyboo.gov.
Boomers
I know
don't
we
have
lost any
.coms.
domains that aren't
Yeah, it is. I'd probably
.com.
say Gen X.
Yeah,
too.
it's Gen
Sorry,
X.
Meg.
Yeah, sorry, Meg.
Well, whatever. It's like old people.
Hold on, we
Same
can't go on the tangent yet. We're not done.
Hey, we're
Y'all are
millennials
old.
and we're
That's what
old.
I'm saying. Hey,
Meg.
I'm a vintage millennial, okay?
Vintage millennial.
I am. I'm like one of the first years you're allowed to be one or something. I'm old.
You
Cat
are
Dad.
younger than Michael and I, so you can shut your dumb face.
I'm going to be playing Tom Swan, who is sort of a charismatic, charming, on the surface like hero type, but who's actually a real sleazebag. And he's generally pretty successful, but mostly because of dumb luck. He's like one of those people that doesn't deserve success, but you just see it pile on. After being arrested for scamming a bunch of old ladies out of their savings, he charmed himself into a cushy job assisting the local police department with investigations, rather than serving jail time. So he's been successful at that, and even though his logic has always been extremely flawed, he always seems to find the right culprit.
Or the cops don't mind railroading someone.
Yeah.
Cool. Yo, Lissa.
Hi, my name's Lissa. You can find me at Lissa. Shoot. You can find me at Lissa. Dang it. You can find me at Lissa.tv. Not like those boomers. And My character's name is Dolores Puppet, Dolly Puppet, if you will, and she is book smart. But she the thing is she wants people to think she's a lot more successful than she is. She's the kind of person who ends up lying on their resume and getting the job. But I think that's pretty smart. That's pretty solid if you can get the job, even if you suck at it when it happens. Yeah, and so she's been pretty average and middle of the road her whole life. So she's studied hard to try to pretend to be someone that she really isn't.
Interesting. Mag.
I am Marguerite Chesterton Fieldvillestein, and I don't laugh.
That's grown since last night,
That's
hasn't
my
it?
name. No, I don't know. Has it?
I
It
feel
was
like-
gonna be West Chesterton Fieldvillestein, but I felt like that was a little overkill. Anyway,
You're right. That's the line.
so Maggie C, yeah. So I am basically, I'm kind of quiet and like mysterious. I don't really have nobody really knows a backstory for me. And something's off about me. Like, I'm nice, everything's fine. Like, I'm smart, I'm really strong, and I'm subtle, which is a little different than what I'm used to playing. Okay. And I'm kind of just like chill and nobody really knows a lot about me. So there's something like something's not right. Plus, like, my name's Chesterton Fieldvillestein, so like something feels a little off. So yeah, but that's that. And then in real life, I'm Megan Amell. I don't know if I said that, but yeah, that's me.
And you
You can find me at
stream on Twitch.
meganamell.tv.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all Twitch streamers.
Yeah.
Then you guys try and get your .tv emails past like a spam filter, and you're gonna have a bad time.
I'm not getting an email for that. That's crazy.
I don't email
No,
people.
I'm
Boomer
at
with your
LizzaT.com for my email.
Yeah, who emails? I just TikTok people. I'm like, hey, can you call me? Or maybe just text?
Just
and then
Meg
I
on
send it.
Hover.
I am. I'm crushing the Hover
Yeah, that's
thing.
on Hover.
I know, I saw that. Let's go.
Yeah. Come watch me on Hover. Oh, and I was posting all these Valorant clips. You should see me. I'm so good with an op. It's kind of disgusting. So yeah, I've been doing some fun stuff on there. Okay.
My
that's
turn?
it. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Juices TV. I'm your best friend on the internet, and you're watching me right now on my channel, twitch.tv/JuicesTV. And usually you'll also see it on the Lisa T program. But not tonight because
Yeah,
she
I
decided.
looked like I was dying about 15 minutes ago.
Right, but now you look like a very exotic
Radiant.
librarian, and I like this look a lot.
Oh no.
It's a little distracting if we're being honest.
Oh my god,
you,
gross
Juices.
dude.
What? I'm not like I'm just saying she looks
You
good.
sound like
I'm allowed as a compliment. It's not
inappropriate.
you're inapprobes. You are uncomfortable by genuine expressions of admiration for my friend Lissa
I
T.
think he just remembers what I looked like 20 minutes ago.
I didn't even look at you 20 minutes
I didn't
ago.
see you 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Oh, that's for the best. That's for the best.
I am playing Beau Regards because his YouTube channel is Beau Regards because he regards things. And also he's a dummy, a good-looking, strong dummy who was made somewhat famous for being on the Canadian version of My Sister's Keeper, a reality TV show in which one bachelor goes on many dates with eligible bachelorettes, except that one of them is actually his biological sister removed at birth, and he didn't know which one. And so don't ask him how that turned out. It didn't go well, and he's now been searching for fame again ever since in different social medias or whatever, but he kind of found his niche in being a shitty investigator on YouTube.
hard yikes, but cool. Well done.
Hard yikes.
So yeah, this is only murders and oh well, hold on. I'm Zero or Zero Delight or Michael or DM or GM or narrator or keeper, whatever the system requires. You can usually find me over at cpluscontent.tv, the YouTube channel, or live.cpluscontent.tv, the Twitch channel, or community.cpluscontent.tv if you want to hang out and chat. Yes, we are playing Only Murders in the Stream, which is our version of End of the Line, the true crime edition. It is a rules light, kind of meant for a one shot or short series. The core conceit is that everyone is a fan of true crime podcasts, or in this case, live streams. For a variety of reasons, people have decided that their big break is going to be to jump onto the true crime bandwagon. So these individuals, for a variety of reasons that they can inform you or make up on the spot, have decided to collab on a weekly true crime stream. Now, the problem is we don't have a victim. I mean, true crime is best when it's murder, but we don't know who the victim is. So I'm going to ask Juice, while people are telling us a little bit more about their characters, to run an NPC me so we can figure out a couple of things.
Oh.
One, who is our first victim? And then maybe also run a couple of others to see who are the potential suspects, like who might be involved, who might the suspicion first go toward. So very simple game. It's rolling d4s, typically 4d4 to start, and you're trying to get 8 or below, and that's a success. If you get 16, bad stuff happens. Now, each of our characters have a set of stats that they've chosen. So when people are saying I'm strong and I'm smart and I'm sexy and I'm subtle and all that kind of stuff, that enables them to roll with fewer dice, depending upon how many points they put into that stat, because again, low is better. So if you put 3 points, which is the max, into your stat, and you're rolling 4d4, you're always going to get less than 8. You're always going to succeed. Yay. Except whenever anyone screws up, you get a penalty of now everyone has to roll with 5 dice, and then 6, and then 7, and then up to the point where it's pretty much guaranteed that someone's going to get murdered or get arrested by the cops, or that your stream is going to be a big ol' flop. So the game proceeds in really 2 alternating phases. The first phase is you get to investigating. You can do it online, you can do it in person, you can do whatever you would like using your various different skills to just make stuff up as you go along and try to figure out if you can find any clues as to the nature of the murder, or get in good to get more information that will make your stream more riveting to get those eyeballs. Second phase is you actually put on the stream. And then everyone's going to roll to see how they contribute to the stream. And based on those rolls and the total number of successes, the stream either goes really, really well, or it goes really, really poorly. And then you repeat, because a 1 episode series is not going to get you the sponsorship dollars and the eyeballs that you're looking for. And
We're collecting eyeballs?
Yes. Well, the killer may be. So let us know, Juice, when you're ready to tell us who the victim, I should say, the first victim
If
is.
you would like to be eligible, please type or copy paste "I volunteer" as tribute in chat.
If you want to be our victim.
You have minutes or
Yes.
60 seconds to do it.
Yes, and the first person we'll pull is going to be the victim, and then we'll probably pull a couple of others just to see who might be suspicious.
Some NPCs.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be
Yes.
suspicious.
So, Cat Dad, what stats did you bump up?
I have 2 points in sexy and 2 points in subtle.
Perfect. So you're not necessarily the strongest, not necessarily the smartest, but you're super
I
suave
charm
and
people with my gorgeous face, and while they're not looking, I steal from them.
perfect. How about you, Meg? What did you invest in?
I actually put 2 points into strong because I'm like kind of like think gymnast. You know what I mean? Like that kind of strong. Like I'm short and like whatever, but I'm like super strong. And then I have I put 2 points into that, and I put 1 die into smart and 1 die into subtle, because I can be like kind of sneaky, and I'm a little bit mysterious, and it seems like I'm kind of sneaky anyway, like quiet. So
Cool. Lissa, what did you invest in?
So I put 1 die into smart because, like I said, I am, smart, but really only as much as I've put into it. So I put 3 into snarky because that's my that is my wall I put up. So no one knows I'm actually not really that smart. So 3 into snarky.
Perfect. We are expecting amazing battle cries.
Thank you.
Yes. And what about Beauregard? Beauregards.
Beauregards has put 2 into strong and 2 into sexy, and if I could go negative on smart, I would do it.
You know what? Why not? Why don't you go negative on smart and add another die somewhere?
Cool. I'm gonna be really sexy then. 3 and sexy.
So insanely sexy.
There's
As long as you
nothing
know-
subtle and there's nothing smart about Beauregards.
Cool.
And I don't think he's smart enough to be snarky, like effectively.
Cool.
So
that just remember that you are going to be rolling at the get-go with 5 die on anything smart.
yeah,
And
don't
then
ask
there's
me to
more and
roll
more
smart
mis-
stuff.
So we're definitely leaving it to him to make all the deductions, because that will be silly. Cool.
Yeah,
Do
so
we
you want me to roll
have
the
a
thing?
murderer? Yeah. Who is our victim?
All right, here we go. Goblin Catapult is our victim.
ooh.
Catapult.
And then the Rachie H is somehow involved, maybe.
Ah.
And Raboyo.
Hey.
Richie.
Ah.
Raboyo.
Hey.
Raboyo yo.
Rachie sus. Straight up.
Yes. So you've all been talking about, and maybe it's because you have recently met Tom, and Tom has a connection with the local police department, and has dropped in on some streams, and streams himself, and you've kind of gotten to know each other a little bit, and Tom is constantly referencing the fact that he knows what's going on in the police department, and he understands, like, oh, there's all this kind of crime stuff, and I can't tell you about it, but I heard the craziest thing on the job the other day. And it rekindles your appreciation for true crime. And you're not quite sure when or who came up with the idea, but someone came up with the idea of you guys running a collaboration stream talking about true crime and maybe getting involved and trying to piece it together. The problem is, it's streaming. There's not a lot of crime that happens. And so maybe for a couple of weeks you read your various different newspapers and try to find some stuff out, and just nothing really strikes you. But then there is a rumor that a member of the community, we'll say a relatively new member of the community who had been seen in each of your streams, very kind of friendly, like a very active chatter, asking lots of great questions, made a really great impression. But the rumor through the community is that they were found murdered and under very mysterious circumstances. The last known incident was that they were on Rachie's stream. Now, Rachie's very, very nice, right? But, yeah, in general. But something happened that led to Rachie banning Goblin Catapult. There was some bad feeling. Now, those who were in the stream, like Raboyo, will say, I didn't see anything weird. I just saw the ban notice come up, and maybe it was something that happened on Discord, or who knows. But Raboyo is just saying, I don't I don't know anything about it. But there's something maybe a little bit suspicious too. Like no one asked Raboyo, but Raboyo just like started showing up in everyone's discords and in streams saying, "Oh yeah, I have no idea what happened. Yep, nope, no connections whatsoever between me and them. Never heard of them. Whatever." Yep, being a little bit extra. Of course, maybe that's just Raboyo. We don't know, but yes, Goblin Catapult has been found dead, and the only thing you know is that it is one, almost certainly murder, and two, very, very strange circumstances. Suffice it to say that in your Discord chat together, this seems like the perfect opportunity for your first true crime stream. But you're going to have to do more than just tell people on stream that someone died. You're going to have to get to investigating. So, what do you do?
I think we should write down a list of the things that we know about the situation. Who's good at that stuff? I think Dolly is real smart, like I watched Dolly's stream and like she just seems to know a lot of stuff.
I do own a lot of pens.
Yeah.
I must be good.
I bet you
at
read
writing
like
things down.
books sometimes. Like that's cool. I'm not very good at that stuff, man. I have a hard time with that.
Oh, we know.
Wow.
So, like, first thing we know, I think we should, like, just be real clear. This goblin guy, not an actual goblin or a catapult, man. Or a cat. It's probably just a regular guy, Did you write that down?
Goblin catapult.
Not a goblin or a cat.
Probably human.
Maybe his
Question
name is
mark.
Paul, because catapult, right?
Question
mark, name is Paul.
Paul.
Is this a list of things we know? Or
Yeah,
things
yeah.
that we're guessing.
Well, yeah, we know his name might be Paul.
Could we get some feedback from anyone else that's not Beauregards, please? Thank you.
Should we go like to the crime scene?
Can we break into the crime scene?
I'm pretty sure we can go to the crime scene. We just got to be quiet.
I could, a lot of the beat cops have seen me around the station, so we could probably go to the crime scene, and I could do a little sleight of hand and flash my badge, and maybe get us into the crime scene.
Where is the crime scene?
Where is the crime scene?
It's probably where the murder happened.
Yeah, I would say that's
Write
probably
that
accurate.
down. Crime scene is where the murder happened.
Okay, so maybe we go to the police station first.
Well, yeah, don't you
find
know
that
stuff?
out.
Can't you call somebody? Can't you call someone, Tom? And figure out some stuff for us? Just use your face.
Absolutely.
Go charm someone and figure some stuff out.
Should I go alone?
I mean, I'll go with you, but I don't. Well, I mean, I don't. I probably shouldn't be seen around the police station, honestly. So.
Yeah, and I'm a little worried to be with Beauregards alone. So.
Oh yeah.
Why, man? I'm
maybe
really
Beauregard
strong. I'll
should go
protect
with
you.
Yeah, maybe Beauregard should go with you, Tom.
It's
Just
funny.
don't let him talk to anyone.
Feels like if we were in a TTRPG, we'd be splitting the party really early on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
We're investigating though.
I don't know what
It's
that
our-
means. What's a titty RPG? What?
Don't worry about it, Bo.
What you had? Okay.
So it sounds like Tom is going to head over to the precinct.
What if I just make a phone call?
You could do that. Now, what is your approach going to be?
I'm going to call the partner of the detective that I usually work with. And I'm going to tell them that the partner told me to meet them at this crime scene but didn't tell me where it was.
Okay. I think that probably is subtle. I mean, subtle is kind of like about hiding and stuff, but I'm going to say being deceptive also applies. So why don't you go ahead and give us a subtle roll?
Now, do I subtract 2 from the total, or do I subtract 2 dice from the roll?
2 dice.
Okay, so I just roll 2 d4s.
Yep. You in theory could get an 8.
I got a 4.
You're looking to get under an 8. Okay, yeah. Super duper successful. They go off on a tangent about, well, I didn't even know we were working that case. He never tells me anything. Blah 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 blah. So always, farming it out to civilians. This person doesn't necessarily completely love you, but they are distracted enough to tell you that yes, there is downtown in a kind of in the warehouse district in a set of lofts that have been like, maybe they were artist lofts and were kind of renovated. Not necessarily the best part of town, but maybe like an up and coming kind of like partially gentrified part of town. That is where, and you hear the rustling of paper, because this is not something that they've heard about. It's like, yeah, we just got a report of suspicious death. So yeah, they'll give you the address.
I will relay it to the team.
All right. What happens now?
Well, we go to the murder scene.
So you're all piling into someone's
Yeah.
car.
I think we should go right away.
My
All
car
right.
only seats 2, so I don't think I can drive everybody.
Does Bo drive a Miata?
Yep. It's classic.
Perfect.
It has like lights on the undercarriage of it. The windows are tinted completely black. I can barely see out of it. The spoiler is like 3 levels high.
Gar does
have-
not have a car.
Ah.
I'm just worried someone's gonna get there before we contaminate it.
We got a raid from Ilana, Orama.
Radorama.
I like her.
Is it Ilana or Ilana? Felicity.
Alana Rama.
Alana?
Alana Rama.
Alana Orama.
You sure it's not Elena Orama?
Well, actually,
No.
now that you're
See?
saying it, they're
That's
making
what
me
I
nervous.
said last time.
No,
and I
it's
kept
Ilana
asking her how
Orama.
to tell me, and she didn't tell me because I think she likes messing with my brain.
Orama.
Oh God, Good. Now when you say something a couple times and then you question it.
Well,
Yeah.
what did you say originally? Alana?
Alana
No,
Orama.
yeah, Alana Orama.
Orama.
It's like sing-songy. I love it.
Not Elena Orama. Okay, Alana Orama. Thanks for the raid. I really appreciate you. We are
Welcome
playing a one-shot tabletop RPG entitled Only Murders in the Stream. We are a bunch of streamers who have come together to solve a true crime poorly so far, and we're just getting into it. So we've got our character descriptors. We have apparently discovered the location of the crime scene in real life.
Yes.
And Beauregards cannot drive the team because he drives a pimped out Miata and it only seats 2.
Yes. And have you all physically met before, or have your interactions been mostly on stream?
Didn't we go to TubeCon? I definitely met somebody at TubeCon 2019.
Okay.
I've probably never met any of these people in real life.
What do you mean
Okay.
these people?
You people.
What do you mean you people?
You people. You crime people.
You're also a crime people.
I know. I enjoy crime.
Yes. Margarita's somewhat
I go
I was
by
gonna say-
Gar, actually.
Gar. Okay.
Yeah.
So Gar is somewhat sus. I mean, mysterious.
Listen,
fine.
I just don't want to talk about it, but I'm saying let's go to the crime scene. I just can't take us there because I don't have a vehicle. But I can tell you what bus takes us there, if you guys want to pile
Yes,
on the bus.
I was gonna get there on public transport.
Okay.
It's just as effective.
As a super successful con man, I've got a very nice, let's say, Mercedes Benz with all leather interior and whatnot that we can drive there.
Cool.
Okay.
So Tom swings by and picks up the other 3 investigators.
Shotgun! Woo! Let's go.
All right. And you pull up into a darkened street. There are a couple of street lights, but they're at, kind of at the corners. And this tall, kind of 5-story building is in the middle of the block, right next to an alley. It is quite dark. You can see that maybe there are a few apartments that have lights on, but it's like nearly midnight. It's just rained. It's cold and clammy and wet, quite windy. Clouds scudding past a crescent moon. It's a little bit creepy. Yeah, but you have the address. Now, how are you going to get into the building? It is a controlled access building.
I could kick the door down. Do you want me to kick the door down?
No.
I'm ready to kick it.
What is the lock? I'm like really good with certain like getting in like certain types of locks.
I can Karen the doorman.
You could what?
Karen the doorman? He should absolutely remember me. And he doesn't, which is extremely offensive to me personally.
As a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's a fan of reality TV. You know, he's a reality TV star a couple years ago.
In Canada.
Yeah, in Canada.
Didn't you wind up going out with your sister? That was weird.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. So yes, you have options. You could try to jimmy with it's an electronic lock, so it's one of those where people badge in with a key card. But you could still try to jimmy with it. There's a little keypad, like a intercom system where you can call up and talk to various different people in their apartments, or probably rings their cell phone. There's the alley around the side that probably has fire escapes and such. There might be a garage entrance at the back, and then there is a security guard on duty in the lobby. You can kind of see that without getting too close. You can see that there's a desk and a security guard. So you have a variety of options.
I'm ready to
all for
kick
the
whatever
Karen
you want
approach.
me to kick.
Should we call one of the apartments and say that we have something or something?
I was thinking if it was one of those ones that just has a bunch of buttons for each apartment, you just push them all and someone will buzz you in.
Yeah, that's true. Someone really will.
That's a
What
good
are you
word.
doing?
I could
Consider
kick
a
all the
doorman.
buttons. I could kick the buttons.
I mean, yeah.
Or Karen the doorman.
Yes.
Well,
How do we
might be
know
good.
his name is Karen? It's so weird. How do you guys know that?
It's
so we could do
educated guess.
He's wearing a name badge.
I could talk to Karen. I'm smart.
no, Dolly's gonna be Karen.
It's starting to rain
the
as you
doorman
all
was
stand
Karen.
on the sidewalk across the street from this building.
Okay, I feel like
All right.
I feel personally
Go
like a
push
good line
buttons.
of defense is to push the buttons first.
Right.
All right,
Push
who's
Yeah.
doing what?
I'm gonna kick those buttons. Let's do this. Come on.
I'm gonna push all the buttons with
All
my
right.
hands.
All right. Sure. That doesn't require a roll. You literally just go up and mash down. Now, you wait a minute and you wait a minute and you hear a hello.
Yeah. We actually have a certified letter that we need to drop off, and we need a signature for. So we're trying to get in the building.
Who are you looking for? It's almost midnight.
I don't know. It says apartment 2B.
2B, though I think that's the Joneses. They're on vacation though. You should probably come back later.
It's a certified letter to a. Looks like. Oh, you know what? It's spelled wrong. It is Jones. I thought that was the name of a company. Yeah, you're right.
They're not here, so come back later. I think they get back next week.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Hear another voice. Got my pizza, man?
Yes, we do.
why don't you make a subtle for me? Just to see how
Yes,
how
indeed we
like
do.
it's like do you literally just like, oh yeah man, it's we got it, or he's like, oh ooh yeah sure, pizza, sure, pizza.
No, I'm like, yeah, got it. I
Yeah,
got you.
we'll see how
All right.
believable you are.
Okay, so if my subtle is 1, what do I get to roll?
That means you deduct a die. So right now we don't have any bad stuff has happened. So you start with 4 because you have 1 in subtle. You reduce to 3. So roll 3d4 and then
Okay,
total it up.
got you. Okay.
Get a 12.
All right, here we go. 2, 1, 2. So that's a 5.
Which is under 8. So it's successful. Yes. The door buzzes open.
Nice.
Yes.
I hold the
And-
door open for you 3.
It's very kind of you. Thanks.
Yes.
Thank you, Bo.
Very strong. Very strong.
I got this. Y'all head over that way.
And you all file in. And the security guard looks up from whatever magazine he was reading. Can I help you folks?
Hey, Karen.
I wave and keep walking.
Sorry. Who are you here to visit?
I left the other 3 behind.
He will step out, and so it's one of these where you kind of have to go past the security guard, and then you're looking around for where the elevator well is. You know that you're looking for the 3rd floor, and he will not run chase after you, but will like point a finger at you guys, like stay, and then we'll head after Dolores and say, "Ma'am, I'm sorry. Who are you here to see?"
Excuse me, my friend just buzzed me in.
Yeah, but who are you here to see?
We start heading
My
towards the
friend,
elevator.
We got a lot of problems with people just randomly hitting buttons out here, and then someone randomly letting them in.
Are you suggesting that I'm just hitting button? Do I look like the kind of person that would just hit a button and walk in?
I mean, sure.
So you're saying I look like that kind of person? Are you suggesting that I would do something like that?
How about, I think this is snarky, don't you?
Seems
Yeah.
snarky.
Let's see if you can use your snark to shut him down.
I got 1, 3, 3. I got a 1, 3, and 3.
Well, that's 7, which is under 8.
So,
He,
yeah,
he,
technically.
he, like, you can tell he wants to press it. But then realizes, you know, he's a night shift security
Taz, my
guard,
boy, what are you
and if
doing?
he
You're out of
presses it,
control.
You're going to complain. And if you're criminals, then he has to deal with the cops.
I just feel like you don't get paid enough to be following me through the halls like this.
Wow. You look at his shoes. You're like, by your shoes, I can tell you don't get paid enough. Wow, burn.
Savage.
Hateful.
He's one of these people that really cares about his shoes. He'll just like, fine, whatever. Just don't rob anybody.
Do I
He'll
look
go-
like I need to rob somebody? And then I turn and walk away.
By your shoes, it looks like you. And then you're, but then the elevator door is
Already
closed.
gone.
He does one of those things where he's like trying to think of a quip. But then just as the elevator door says, well, by your shoes, I can tell you're going to need to row. Oh, get her on the way out. And he goes and sits back down. So you head up to the 3rd floor.
All of us?
You're looking, I assume.
Well, yeah, I
Or
wasn't
or you
sure
could
what
all-
we were
Filing.
doing in the meantime. So you said we were staying.
Does Bo just stand there while this
No,
is
I
happening? And let Dolores go
suggested
up?
we would either use the elevator or go up the stairs while Dolores was distracting Karen.
Once Dolores puts him in his place, he just like, whatever, guys, I don't care, and goes back and sit down. So you're all free to make for the elevator bay, heading up to the 3rd floor. So you know you're looking for 3F. Now, you look down the hallway. You, Tom, recognize a few uniformed officers. They are standing out in the hallway, like on either side of the door to 3F. They look kind of green in the gills. These are Officers Smith and Jones.
Not even hesitating, I will approach with my posse, and I will be like, Hey guys, what's up? Is Detective here yet? And you know, oh no, she's not, or whatever, because I assume she's not here.
Yeah.
Be like, she asked me to meet her here with these witnesses so we can go over some of the details of the crime scene. Do you mind if I go in while we wait for her?
Now, question is, are you trying to leverage your astounding sexiness? Or are you just trying to be sneaky?
That's a good question. And initially, I wasn't trying to leverage my sexiness. But I certainly can, you know, put on the smile and be like, hey guys, how are you doing?
Well, you know, Jones at least is pretty susceptible.
Thanks for the follow, Jackson.
Okay. I'll target Jones with my sexy smile.
Taz, you're out of control.
Cool. Go ahead and give it a roll.
Four.
Cool. Very, very well done. Jones, who is probably the least nauseous looking of the two, just kind of like leans in close and says, "You sure you want to go in there? It's kind of a mess."
Yes.
I mean, that's what we're here for. We got to do it. I'll turn to the crew and I'll be like, hold your nose, guys.
Yeah. All right. Just let me know if you need anything. And maybe like later we could go out and grab a drink or something.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'll catch you on the way out.
Okay, cool. And then we'll just unlock the door and open it up. So,
I have Gar pulls out a little container of that smelly stuff you put under your nose when you're going into a crime scene.
oh, menthol?
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah.
And it just I don't know why she has it, but she just pulls it out and she like puts it on. She puts it and she doesn't offer it to anyone. She just puts it back in her pocket.
Yeah, I think the cops will kind of look at that like, oh, okay, well, whatever. It's a little sus, but that's fine because you're technically supposed to be a witness. And why you're bringing witnesses to a crime scene, who knows? But that's fine.
Yeah, I know that didn't make sense, but it's fine.
It's fine. So you make your way in. This is how to describe it. So it's kind of like stereotypical streamer pad. There's like various different neon, like everything is set up with neon lighting. You know, you got the Philips Hue Home, and you got the various different kind of spots and stuff like that. There is, but there's just like a couch and a big screen TV on a crate. That is out of the sight of this like big multi-monitor setup. I don't think you guys knew that Goblin Catapult was a streamer. If they were, you certainly haven't been in their stream, but their setup is really impressive.
Wow, look at that. He's got the Elgato cam. That's real cool, right? I like that one.
He's got the foot pedal. He's
How many
got the
lights
new
could you-
Elgato
The new
pedal.
foot
How many
pedal.
lights could you possibly have?
That's a foot pedal?
Yep.
Oh, I've been using that wrong.
Wow. So, the setup is very, very impressive. And in fact, there is, I mean, maybe it's screensavers, maybe it's like multiple different streams that are up, and maybe some YouTube channels and some analytics or whatever that looks like Goblin Catapult was in the middle of something. Most of Goblin Catapult is in their very fancy gamer chair.
What do you mean most of?
Well, the top part is missing.
Like his head? Ooh.
But like slightly below where the neck joins, so like someone removed it very, very, very violently. There is, I mean, you can see the displays are covered in a sheen of blood. You can hear the drip, drip, drip of blood as it seeps from the padding of the gamer chair down into the floor.
Does it look like that was post-mortem or in the act?
Why don't you give me a smart roll?
Oh crap.
You might know that.
I got a
Gar is
3.
not affected by this at all.
What'd
got
you
a
get on
3.
that roll?
A
3. Oh, very well done. Yes, in fact. You just like very authoritatively stalk over to the body. Probably, you know, I'm going to say you're smart enough that you're taking care not to tread through the bigger pools of blood, but you're probably getting a little bit on your shoes. You guys are definitely contaminating the crime scene. But you
But for a
take
good cause.
but for a good cause. You take a look, and you aren't sure. The removal of the head was at least paramortem, so very close to the time of death. However, you take a look and you see there are electrical burns on the body.
Electrical burns.
So it's entirely possible that a goblin catapult was electrocuted, maybe before the head was removed. Based on just the kind of blood pattern, you think it's possible that the heart was not, in fact, beating when the head was removed.
I wonder if it has something to do with the misuse of the foot pedal.
It could be a lawsuit. Who knows?
Bo is
But
like
yes.
attempting to not look at anything and is just kind of fumbling around and like knocking into stuff. Is the head here? I don't want to. Is it here? I don't want to see it. I don't.
Give me a smart roll to see if you're smart enough not to cause a problem there.
What do I
Bo.
roll? 5?
5, because you have a -1 effectively. You add a die instead of reducing it for smart. Per your request.
Sure. Ugh. 11.
Oh no. Yeah, so Bo just goes,
I thought you said under 12.
no, it's under 8.
Oh,
Yeah. 16 is when you get murdered.
Got it.
Or like really, really terrible things happen. So that means that everyone's die pool now starts at 5 because you have attracted some trouble. I will say at some point, if you want to do something to try to reduce that trouble, and certainly if you put on a successful stream, that will reduce your trouble penalty. But for now, everything else, you add an extra die to it.
Might be a short game.
Right, I'm going to say you could all wind up dead and in jail. You are stumbling forward and you hit, let's say, a power cord. Like they've got a bunch of cords going down into a socket multiplier, and there's like the backup power for the PC or whatever. But it's not like their cord management is garbage. Like the rest of you that are actually have your eyes open can see that at least if you shine a camera on it, looks fine. But like underneath the desk is just a rat's nest. And you get tangled up in that and trip and fall. A couple of the monitors fall down with a crash and a splat. And Bo is now on the floor, partially in a pool of blood.
Oh God, did I trip on the head? What was the head? Was it the head?
Officer Jones will pop in the door and say, "Is everything okay in here?" Oh
no,
my God!
I tripped on the head.
The head isn't here.
Oh God, where did it go?
We don't know.
I destroyed the head.
I don't think so. What was your name again? Let me get your
Gar is,
ID for
like,
a second and write this
Backing
down.
it, yeah, backing into a
Beauregards.
corner, and like trying to act like she did not come in with them.
Except
being
they saw you.
sneaky.
They saw you come in. So
Yeah,
Come on.
I don't know if this
This
is
guy's making a mess of everything.
of substance, but I'll be like, I'm very sorry. You know, they're not trained professionals. The site of the crime caught him off guard a
I
little.
think I got streamer blood in my mouth.
you definitely did.
It tastes a little bit like Dr. or Diet Coke and Fritos.
Tom, why don't you give me another, either sexy or subtle?
Should we leave?
to see if you can buy some more time.
Well, do we want to buy more time or do we want to leave? Because I have
it
ideas.
would be
right now you have
it would be nice
nothing.
to have find stuff either on his computer or around the computer or like other than just burn marks. It would be nice to have
Yeah.
some information.
Right
before we
now
mess
your stream
everything
is
up.
going to be we
Yeah, well, and there's no head.
illegally contaminated a crime scene and his head was chopped off and there were some
Yeah.
burns. That's not a full stream.
It's better than getting arrested. Anyway, I rolled 3, right? Because it's 5 minus 2, and I got 6.
Cool. Yeah. You're able to, bat your eyelids and wink a little bit at Jones, and Jones, okay.
Oh, and I'll finish up with and hey, make sure you're thinking about places you want to go for that drink later.
Yeah, I have been. So they're super excited.
Do we think that they already like did a good look around the place for the head?
Yeah, Jones is still there and is a little distracted, and will say, yeah. I mean, we were called in because there was neighbors reported a lot of like loud screaming and then like a loud mechanical sound.
Mechanical sound.
Yeah.
That's scary. What does that mean?
We're thinking probably a chainsaw.
A chainsaw
Oh, yeah.
in this
Yeah.
economy?
I don't like that voice.
Can we look at the like someone who's not gonna throw up? Like I'll look at it. Can I look at the like laceration, like see if it looks like it's chainsaw?
It does.
It does? Okay.
Ugh, gross.
That's gross.
Yeah. But Jones will say, yeah, we thought it'd be easy to confirm because the CCTV in the building has pictures of all the residents and the security guard could recognize them. So we thought if we could find the head, we could like take a picture and show it and make sure that we've got the right individual, but the head isn't here.
Oh, so there's no head in the building.
Well, I mean, we haven't searched
Oh, in
every
the room.
part of
Right,
we
Okay.
yeah, but it's
So
certainly
they
not.
took it as a prize. That'll be interesting content. I don't say that out loud.
Ooh, they took it as a prize. Let me write that down.
Ooh.
We have an MO.
They're gonna love this.
We have an MO.
Bo has stood
man.
up and, in an effort to get the taste of blood out of his mouth, goes directly to an enormous canister of G Fuel and just dumps the powder in his mouth.
Sure.
But then realizes that's a terrible mistake because now he's just got complete like flower mouth and starts going ah and
Jones
it's just
decides
like
that it's
powder and
best-
blood. Just a
We
big
should
dumb
just
idiot.
take him out and hose him off. Can we take him out and hose him
Jones
off?
just
and
decides
put
it's
some
best
powder
not
in
to
his mouth?
witness any of this because then they'll have to write it up in a report. So they just try to keep it down and close the door. And then you hear Smith saying, "What's going on there?" It's like, "Don't worry about it. It's fine." So what happens now?
I'm losing my mind.
Okay.
Oh,
It sounds like
not as bad as
I
Goblin
can't
Catapult.
sexy or subtle right a crime scene. So I'm gonna focus, or Tom, I guess, is gonna focus on Bo and try and
Okay.
use his charisma and charm to be like, Bo, look at me, look at me, look at me. Take a
You need to
breath.
find him a
We'll
sink.
get you a glass of water. Come
Yeah,
with me.
find him a sink
Calm down. I will
ASAP.
take his hand. I will flash my.
sexy it up and we'll
smile.
see.
Right.
This could be a moment where Bo discovers something about himself.
7.
So, well, it succeeds, but just barely. There's something that's very calming and reassuring about Tom, though. So you probably, with the powder still kind of poofing out of your mouth, you probably like calm down a little bit. So, what are you doing to investigate the crime scene, though? Because your time here is probably limited.
I feel personally like there's no crime scene without a head.
Well, and here's the thing. I think what I would do is I'd probably be like, Dolly, like we need to get like, I don't know if there's any way we can get into the computer, grab files off of it real quick. Like maybe we brought something where we can like remote into it. I can start a remote into program, like install it on there so that we can remote into it later. But I
Maybe
think
we
that
can just guess Goblin Catapult's password.
yeah.
He's logged in, wasn't he? He
But I'm
had
saying I
streams
don't know
up
how
on the
much
screen.
time we have. So if we installed the program where we can just remote in at any time,
Did
then we could do that
Oh, okay. Okay.
from
It
anywhere.
sounds like Gar is going to try to do that. It sounded like Dolly is maybe just like, since he's clearly currently logged in, maybe just do a quick scan to see if anything pops out, while Gar tries to set up something that's a little bit more permanent, so you can get more data and maybe more of the logs and stuff like that than you feel like you could accomplish in the 5-ish minutes that you feel comfortable still sticking around here. So why don't you both give me smarts rolls?
Okay.
In the meantime, Michael, Bo is taking many selfies from different angles,
Okay.
God.
like flexing. His shirt's covered in blood, so at some point he takes it off and is taking just so many selfies and posting like videos to Insta. Like,
Yep.
yeah.
We added a die. Does that mean I rolled 2 for my smart?
Yeah, so it's 5 minus however many points you have in smart.
Okay.
What'd you get there, Gar?
Well, I didn't really want to tell you. But I got 11.
Oh no.
Oh, well, that's not good.
No, it's really not.
So wait, sorry, I just want to clarify. Okay, so it's 5 minus. I have a point in smart. So does that mean I roll 4?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure I got that right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got a 10.
Oof, yeah. I had a problem too. 4 dice is hard to
It
get
is
under 8. Like that's like, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's
Unless
like
I'm
a
rolling
50,
like an
it's like
attack roll.
It's
Yeah,
slightly less-
exactly. That's
slightly
not
less than
very good
50%.
chances though.
Slightly less than 50%. Yeah, but that's that's the problem with causing more trouble. So I'm only going to increase the die pool once to represent the additional trouble that you're all in. Largely because Gar, you think you have installed some sort of like keylogger or whatever. I don't know any of that stuff, but you think you have downloaded something that is going to give you unfettered access. But the reality is, as soon as anyone takes a look at this computer, they're going to figure out that someone came in after he died and tried to fiddle with it. Dolly goes over and, again, trying to be cautious, pulls up a chat log. And in that chat log, while you're leaving your fingerprints at the crime scene, in that chat log, however, you do see a brief glimpse of an exchange between Goblin Catapult and Raboyo.
What kind of exchange?
Well, it's Raboyo saying, "I heard what you did. I will find you."
Raboyo.
And Goblin Catapult saying, "I don't know what you're talking about." It's like, "Don't play dumb with me. We're going to track you down." At which point, Detective Flores pops in, looks around. We've got Bo with his shirt off, bunch of G Fuel around the mouth, some sort of unidentified powder all over his face. Let's put it that way. We've got Gar doing weird stuff, being super sus, and we've got Dolly like actively standing right next to a corpse, obviously looking into things.
I am moving my glasses a lot too to
Yeah.
appear smart.
Yes. Pull them down, push them up. Cool. So, who and how would you like to avoid being arrested for contaminating a crime scene? I will say Detective Flores looks at one of you as the person.
I feel like this is. I'm gonna have to jump on this grenade.
Probably
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
I look at Tom.
Just picturing the whole scene in my head.
Yeah, you guys just busted in to a crime scene and wallowed around in it.
I will also take off my shirt.
Okay. Okay.
I'm trying to come up with a good reason for that, but I'm also going to take off my shirt. So Bo doesn't look as ridiculous, but also to use my sex appeal. Right?
Yeah.
'Cause that's what I do.
And maybe you're smart enough to say something about how it's to go. Oh, yeah, gotta limit fiber contamination, which is why we're half naked.
That works. And be like, hi, detective. I thought you'd need my help on this one.
What? Who are these people?
Well, I've caught many a criminal so far, and I'm gonna flex my nipples like Terry Crews does.
Okay.
So I formed a team of elite investigators, and we were reviewing the crime scene.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and give me, I guess, a sexy roll to see if.
So gonna be 4. What I'm hoping for is that we get out of here and I get yelled at rather than arrested. Like she says, "Get the f- out."
Well, I would say if one or more people would like to help.
I'll help. With my smarts.
Yes.
Oh,
We are just here from the DNA analysis systems, and Tom here thought that we would be a good asset for this this endeavor. It seems we may be able to help you find the head, as it looks like you're having quite a lot of trouble.
Okay. Sure. Why don't you deduct a die? Because I am kind, and also because if you all go to jail, it's the end.
five.
I got
Oh.
8. I got 8.
Oh, good. Yes. Well, good. The good news is, not only does your assistance, at least make her less focused on you, because there's a plausible sort of reason, and she was probably asleep when she got the call, so she's maybe a little bit out of it. And then something about your jiggling pectorals mesmerizes her somehow. And she just says, "I'm getting too old for this. Get out of here, Tom."
So am I, Detective Flores. So am I.
Bo's
Yeah.
currently doing push-ups with
Dripping
one
blood.
hand,
Oh,
and
no.
it's always got to stay on me.
All right, let's go analyze what we found.
Yeah, the DNA.
Okay, so you.
I got the DNA in my mouth.
Oh, great. Shh.
Wow.
I can't work with him.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Can't. I would not be in an internet group with you. I just
Unless
wouldn't.
you had some sort of ulterior motive.
That's
But anyway, yes, the fact that they will later find the selfies on Instagram and people's fingerprints and shoe prints and stuff all over the crime scene, we'll deal with that in a moment. But yes, you have, through a combination of smarts and sex appeal, been able to escape without being arrested on the scene.
Maybe that's it. Maybe I just find you really sexy, even though you're really not smart.
Oh yeah, no, I'm a
Also-
beefcake.
So
Oh,
imagine a really
no.
good distraction for pushing off all the stupid things that happen.
Yeah.
So, some of you somewhat covered in blood, you make your way back down through the lobby where the security guard sees you covered in blood, and he starts to oh, and then just like goes and takes a note.
Have a
on
great day,
notepad
Karen.
and like probably checks the monitors next to him to make sure that you guys are showing up on CCTV.
Keep getting those gains, bro. You're looking swole. And I hold the door open for my friends.
Yes. Does everyone leave? Hint.
Yes.
CCTV. Several of you are smart.
I am not.
A couple of you are smart.
Well, yeah. I'm smart. Is there a way to get where would those files be stored? And is it like, do I know anything about the system?
You don't know anything about the particular system, but you know enough about how this stuff works that there's a network of cameras they probably store to a central bank of hard drives that's probably in a room or a closet somewhere.
Okay.
But you can see there, like kind of on his desk, he's got a couple of monitors, and each one is divided into a quadrant. So he's got a view of
Right.
of every camera.
Yeah, but he's there, right?
Yeah. But he's there.
Could we convince him that he needs to delete it because we're an elite squadron of CIA?
I would say
operatives?
you're smart enough to know that convincing him to delete it might be hard, but he might be convinced to give you some information.
Ooh, we like that.
We could, and I'm thinking out loud here. I'm not the one executing this. Okay, just to be clear, we could say that, hey, we need a copy of the CCTV footage for Detective Flores, the officer you just let upstairs, who we're working with. As you can see, we're covered in blood from analyzing the scene, that type of thing.
Who gets covered in blood analyzing a scene?
The worst
there's
detectives
blood here.
ever.
I tripped on a head. I thought it was a head, man, but it was like a canister of G Fuel or something. My bad.
TV isn't always accurate. Okay, maybe they are always covered in blood when they leave.
It's quite possible. So, or you can just leave. You can call it a win and leave too. Just pointing out, several of you are smart enough to realize that this guy might know something.
Yeah, no, I think we should try to get the tapes because I feel like then we could at least see if there is anyone coming and going. That's pretty huge. So maybe we can specifically give them, like tell them that we need the CTV footage from the last, I don't know, when did this happen? Like the last 4 days or something, 3-4 days.
I would say based on Dolly's assessment, actually both of you looking at the body, this happened within the past 24 hours.
Okay, so we want 48
Maybe
hours.
even relatively quickly because some of the blood was still like liquidy.
Right. So I think probably 48 hours, 48 hours of tape.
Yep.
For Detective Flores, yeah.
So who is saying what to whom?
I look to Gar because I already kind of had it out with Karen earlier.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
I don't think he'll really enjoy my presence. So
Okay. So Gar.
But also, shouldn't we send Tom because he's the one that actually works with the detectives?
Does he actually work with the detective? Wait, do you actually work with the
Yeah, he
detectives,
does
or you
for
just
real.
have connections?
Nobody, I mean, this security, it's not like I'm infamous or anything. The security guard doesn't know me from anyone else, but
Yeah.
Right. Oh, okay, I didn't know if you were like
I guess it depends what kind of role it's going to be. If it's a subtlety role, then I can do it. If it's a smarts role, then heck no.
No, I think it would be more of a subtlety role, right? Because you're trying to be like, hey, just I need this for Flores.
That makes sense. We could.
Trying to sound like
Gar's smarts made us go, oh hey, maybe we need the CCTV footage, and then Tom's the one who goes, I work with Detective Flores, and I don't know, maybe I have a police issued name badge.
Yeah.
So that I can get into the police station, so I show it to him.
Yep.
Like we're gonna need a copy of the CCTV footage for the past hour.
Let's see how good you are at being subtle and manipulative.
We're at our pool is 6 now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, things are going well.
So, he will say, yeah, I told the detective that, corporate policy is, if you have to have a warrant. But it's not like I'm not wanting to cooperate here. It's just that you can't have it until the warrant comes through. I mean, but I've been on duty since this afternoon. And then he kind of looks down at his cheapo, raggedy shoes.
Who's got money? Oh, you're a famous reality TV star. Do you got any money?
You're on mute.
You're on mute.
Sorry, my kids were rummaging. I had they paid me to be on the show, and then I bought that really rad Miata. So now I make like streamer money, man. So basically, no, I don't have any. I got like $20 though. You can have that.
I have access to a lot of money.
Right. Gar just pulls out a roll of hundreds.
No, not I'm not. It's like I'm not flashy about it, but like I live like real normal and like raggedy, but like I have a lot of money.
Okay. So would you like to bribe the security man?
Can I try something else first?
Sure.
I'd like to be like, we know the warrant's coming through. You know the warrant's coming through. Like I've been up, I just had, I have a newborn, like 2-3 months old. I give him like an actual number, like, 24 months or whatever. No, that's not a newborn. How old are kids? 7 months. We'll say like 8 months, 7 months, something like that. I got a 7-month-old at home, and I want to get on watching this now because I really want to be able to celebrate her birthday tomorrow. And if we wait till the warrant happens, it's going to be tomorrow. And then I'm going to end up watching this tape all tomorrow instead of celebrating, my 7-month-old, like 7-month birthday. And it's my first child. And I really would like to be home tomorrow. So I need this film like a little early if it's possible.
Bo starts crying, like just weeping. Oh God.
All right.
Oh no. You gotta help her out, Karen. Oh geez, my Canadian's coming out. Oh, come on, bud.
I think that's a subtle.
Oh, come on. You got a baby at
extremely
home.
subtle.
And I think
Subtle.
I think due to the RP, deduct to die. So that you'll start with 5 and then subtract your
That was
subtle.
beautiful.
That's what I'm talking about.
Too bad we don't have Banes and Boons, but
My tears taste like G Fuel.
That's so gross.
it's
Okay,
true. They probably
here
do.
we go.
Do you feel an iron
Yeah,
or is it copper?
pennies.
All right. Bad news, everyone. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wow.
Oh no.
That would be a great roll.
So he's not going to give you the files. He says, I'm sorry, but I can't. It's not worth my job.
Gar, pull out your cash.
And since no one's giving him cash,
I mean, I can pull out cash also. I can 180 it real quick.
okay.
And can I
bribe
make
him?
him feel bad about his shoes again?
Well, I would say you can just bribe him.
Yeah,
he's-
I'll whip
he
out a
needs
bunch
them.
and I'll be like, look, buddy, this is how much my kid means to me.
okay.
He clearly needs the money.
Right. So, yes, you aren't going to get the files because you failed in your attempt to get the files, but he will with a painful expenditure of cash that you have on hand. He will tell you that he did see someone, or he does remember someone unusual being in the vicinity earlier in the day. Someone who stuck out a bit.
Can we get a description?
Yep. Long, curly red hair, British accent.
It's Rachie H.
I mean, you don't know because you don't have the files, but he does. He does indicate that the only person that he saw that he didn't recognize was a particular.
No one else around here has a British accent.
Oh, you never know.
Yeah.
And maybe
I don't leave my house, but I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's no British people here
right.
with red hair.
Hey everybody, it's me, Bo, and I'm regarding this awesome crime scene. Look, this is Karen, the awesome security guard. Looking good, Karen.
The security guard, like, don't put me on the internet. I'll lose my job.
Our team of crack investigators are working hard to solve this case. We'll be checking with you later.
Cool. So, as he stuffs your cash into his pocket and then buzzes the door open and looks at you like, probably got to go now. Do you leave?
I feel like we have
If
enough.
stay here, we're gonna get arrested. So
I mean, probably.
Yeah, I agree. We got to
Shuffle
get
out.
out of here.
So,
Especially since I just 180'd from crying to giving him a fat stack. We got to go.
yes. So, what happens now?
We go.
we gotta track down Raboyo somehow.
Yeah. We should talk to Raboyo.
Cool. So whose house / apartment or whatever are you all congregating at, or are you all going your separate ways and staying
We should
connected?
congregate.
Cool. So whose place do you go to?
Not mine.
Assuming it's not Gar's, because Gar's is like
Yeah,
full
no.
of taxidermy or
You
something.
guys don't
weird.
even know where I live.
Okay, so we can come to my place because here's the thing. I have there's stacks and stacks of books on bookcases that I just want people to see, but I never have anyone over. I haven't read them, but
Right, but they
I
look
just want
good.
I just want them to
Your house
know.
looks smart. You want to
Yeah.
look smart.
You should buy books by the foot and get them all color coded.
I go
Look
like
nice.
I just go I go to the thrift store and I just pick up books that'll look good,
Perfect.
color coordinated.
So you go to Dolores's apartment. I assume that Bo is going to try to clean off some of the blood and G Fuel.
Sure.
I'm not sure Bo is smart enough to try and clean off the blood and G Fuel.
I mean, Bo likes to keep it looking good all the time, right? So like once he realizes what he looks like, he'll clean it off.
Yeah. You will catch a picture, catch a glimpse of yourself. Oh, you'll just take a look at one of the selfies and like, oh, I'm kind of a mess. And you still have like the lower portion of your face is still covered in powder, so you look a little sus. So what happens? What do you do?
We need to figure out who did it, man. Like, what do we know so far? We should write it down and add to our list.
Listen, the security guard said that the only person in and out that he didn't recognize was a redheaded British person. Now, don't you think that it's interesting that Rachie H, a redheaded British streamer, banned him from the channel and then turned up dead?
That's a good point, Gar.
Do I think that is interesting? Yes.
Thank you for your input, Bo.
We should write that down on the list. Goblin catapult. Not a goblin. Might be named Paul. Doesn't have a head. We don't know where the head is. And the rest of that stuff you said before.
He was electrocuted. His head was cut off with a chainsaw.
There's footprints in the blood.
And Rachel,
There is now.
There's body prints in the blood, too.
I have the DNA,
G Fuel
man.
everywhere.
It's on my t-shirt. This is an
It's true.
expensive t-shirt too. It's probably I'm probably not gonna be able to get this blood out, man.
Should we do a DNA
I'm
test
gonna need
on
to
it
get
see
like
if it's
25 new
actually him?
subs to cover the cost of this t-shirt.
Or you could do bloody t-shirts in your merch store. Don't know.
I could probably sell it. Yeah. Goblin blood. I could cut it up and then sell it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, what is wrong with you?
So I will say that you have gotten yourselves into now that you've had a chance to think about it, you have maybe caused a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned, like with the
Yeah.
amount of information we're gonna share on a stream.
Well, that's the
Like
thing.
clearly
though.
we're
That's what they do, though.
yeah, you're right.
So
You're
it's
right.
really a choice of whether you before things get any stickier, whether you decide to do an impromptu stream just to bring your audience up to date with the investigation so far and maybe make some wild allegations.
Yo, we might want to do that because then maybe we can get some of our dice taken away again. Because this is getting, it's tough out in these streets,
Whose
man.
channel are we gonna go live on? Everyone's?
You can co-stream, yeah.
Go stream.
Okay. Multi, exclamation point multi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or we could just, we could just choose whoever has the highest CCV and just go live on there and put our faces on it.
Well, I
To
mean,
get
I
more
definitely
people.
need to do I need to post my own content. I mean, I take this really seriously.
Okay, all right.
You've been
that's
posting
fair.
your
We
own
can go
content
stream.
you've been posting your own content the
Entire
entire day.
Obviously, I'm doing it right now. Hey, everybody, it's me, Bo, and I'm regarding my friends. We're cracking this case wide open.
What was already
Guess
live?
what?
Wow.
We're not getting
It's
ahead
been
on
live
this
the whole
case
time.
because the head is missing. Check you next time, buds. Flex.
All right.
Wow.
So
This is where we learned that Gar is a hot tub streamer. But anyway,
Yeah,
do you have a kiddie pool?
I actually have a
Subscribe.
1.5K CCV. So
Probably me. But yes, collectively you can, in the wonder of, timey-wimey, you can pull together whatever laptops and cameras that you need so that you can be co-located but also stream to your individual channels, which I'm sure will be very, very appealing. Now, the question is, what is the content of your first true crime stream?
Well, realistically, we don't actually have so much information, so I feel like there'll be a lot more weight in the suspense of
oh yeah, for sure. I think what we
spitting
can
out, like, those
do.
very small tidbits.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I feel like we've got like two big things we can basically say or refer to, right? So the whole time we got to be like, can we get ahead of the investigation? We'll throw in some bad puns, right? But we'll just keep kind of repeating it over and over again and then doing
You're
an
gonna be
ad.
shocked to know
You
what
know,
we found.
like, can you believe it? Like, you'll never believe what happened next. And then there's an ad, and then it's like,
a G
is
Fuel
it
ad.
headless? Like, and then we like
Right.
at
Before
some
the
point,
ad, we were telling
that's
you,
what we-
yeah.
Yeah.
So you draw it out for a good long period.
Right.
But I would like you each to contribute to the success of the co-stream
Sure.
with a role.
I
Are we
would
gonna
probably
each
And-
do
and
do one?
You each do one. You can choose something that you're strong in, but narrate what it is that how you are contributing, or what is it that you are sharing.
as the con man, right? My part is like, let's make it seem like we already know who did it. So when we're, signing off or whatever, we can be like, tune in later to find out who the killer was.
Yeah, for sure. I'm down with that.
Okay, cool.
I would mostly be looking to Gar for disseminating the correct information and like filtering it, but so my role would more be observational snark and
Okay.
yeah
Keeping it zippy with the one-liners and the puns.
yeah
Got
more
it,
like
got it.
more like the icing on the
Yeah.
on the stream cake.
I feel
Cool.
like I am reenacting a bunch of stuff. Like
Okay.
I'm like anytime we do one of those like like the poorly like scuffed reenactments, like I'm like the person who's like struggling or whatever, and like I'm the like I have a chainsaw, like I'm doing all the reenactments, you
Okay.
know?
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna roll strong.
Sure. Don't see why not. And how is Bo contributing?
Well, Bo is gonna have his shirt off, obviously, and flex a lot and look real strong and sexy. But as it turns out, he's also inadvertently collected a lot of actual useful footage of the crime scene, and has not unintentionally documented the entire experience to this point. So we have a bunch of content to use as like cutscenes and pictures and stuff.
And Bo is a whiz at editing all that stuff together. He's not a smart guy, but cool. So what was your role there, Gar?
Not good.
Doesn't look good.
How many dice are we rolling? Does it depend on the category at this
Well, we
point?
start with
depends on the-
6.
You start with
So
6,
like
and then you
I have
subtract
2
whatever.
strong, so I took away 2, and I still rolled a 10.
Yeah.
God, I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and I got a 10. Like it's just this game is against you, man.
It is.
I rolled an 8.
I got it.
Okay. Okay.
I rolled a 6.
Ooh. So
Oh, Gar.
the audience is, for the first maybe 45 minutes, is mostly tuning in to make fun of you. It's kind of amateurish, like it's not quite pulling together. Gar tries you know, the reenactments are like super scuffed. But Dolores will pop in with a few one-liners and also kind of do a little bit like narration of exactly what it is that the audience is seeing, and a few people get a little bit interested. Yeah, your plan, Tom, of like, yeah, we know who the killer is. And people's like, you don't know who the killer is. If you knew who the killer was, you'd be talking to the police, etc. You know, so but while you guys have all been kind of flailing, getting a little bit of flop sweat because it's not going particularly well, although the audience is quite sizable, especially once you combine all of your various different streams, Bo has just been kind of unintentionally editing together a nice long, like maybe 30-minute video, and then just shares it with you all, and you just begin to stream it. And there's you do a little bit of voiceover kind of describing it, but the audience gets actually super interested at this point, because especially after they learn to kind of look behind Bo, where Bo is like flexing shirtless at like what is obviously a legit dead body. You see the chat, the kind of the conversation in chat change. Like, oh my God, there really was a murder, and oh, I wonder if it had. Yeah. Like people are starting to form their own theories, some of which are very kind of way out there, some of which are, you guys probably killed someone because you're desperate for the views, or you have some less than kind commentary, but certainly for the last 45 minutes to an hour, the stream goes quite well. And as you are ending, you get a number of new follows and some people saying, oh yeah, when are you streaming again? I'm curious to see what happens. You guys need to work on your routine though, because this is, kind of amateurish, but yeah, you got me hooked. So it's not a total failure.
Does Gar do all of this from her hot tub?
Sure.
No, I probably need to next time. It'll probably go over better.
That's why it didn't go well. Yeah, I would have subtracted a die if you were in a hot tub.
For the hot tub? Dang it,
Yeah.
I blew it.
But your trouble die goes down by 1. So now everything is with a roll of 5.
Thank goodness.
Now the problem is it didn't go great, but it went well enough that now the audience is starting to be demanding of when's the next episode.
I mean,
Patience.
what do we even need to do next, man? Like, it's crazy. Like Rachie H and then something about Raboyo was talking to.
We should talk to Raboyo.
The Goblin guy.
I
I didn't even know that Goblin was a streamer. Like, I never caught it. Like, maybe he has VODs or something. I should go check those out, man.
Yeah, maybe we should go watch his VODs. See if there's anything. Because when you watch the VODs on Twitch, still too.
Say that again. You cut out on me.
I said I wonder. You know how when you watch the VODs on Twitch, how it shows you the chat also. Like maybe one of us should go back and watch some VODs and see if there was any beef in chat.
But one of us would have to be like a mod to see anyone that was banned, like any comments that were banned, right? Should one of us
Yeah,
like
that's true.
cozy up to Rach and become a mod in the stream?
We could do that, or I'm kind of friends with one of her mods already.
Oh.
Mike. Maybe I could get some information from Mike.
Gar, I think
You
you're onto
know?
something.
So, who is doing what? This is a montage of what happens over the next couple of days.
So I'm gonna chat up Mike, and I'm gonna be like, oh man, I feel like I'm just gonna start up a conversation like, I feel like I've had to ban a lot of people like recently. Like people are coming in with some weird beef. Like, do you ever notice that in Ray GH's channel? Like, has anyone been banned, or is there any beef like going on? Like, or is it just me? Like, I feel really alone.
Okay.
Bo's
Get
gonna
some
review the Goblins channel and any VODs from like the past week or so to see if there's any hints or clues that can be obtained. Things he said or people that typed in his chat.
Yep. Okay. What are Dolly
as
and
far
Tom
as
doing?
Tom goes, Tom is, behind the curtain, a complete hack and not useful at all. But what I think Tom may be able to do is damage control, perhaps, with the police department,
Yep.
Lieutenant or Detective Flores.
Yep.
So yeah.
And what is Dolly doing? Dolly.
I feel like I really want to find the head.
Okay.
So, I don't know. Maybe I go back to the building and see, like, I look around the building and see if I can find any like blood.
Like looking dumpsters and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Looking at dumpster diving and that
black
sort of
light.
thing. Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yes. Cool.
See, there's Mike. Mike's here to give us information.
Perfect.
All right. So let's get rolls to see how well everyone does. Let's do Tom first because that will potentially impact the pool that everyone else has to work with.
So my success with the police department has been dumb luck and like my charisma. So I'm obviously going to try and use my sex appeal to smooth over to the detective.
And to set the scene, you are called in to the precinct the next morning by Detective Flores, who's like, "You need to tell me what was going on last night. You and those people completely wrecked that crime scene. Did I hear right that someone bribed the guard for information? This is a problem, Tom."
I'll look her in the eye. Detective, is this the face of a man who would do anything to cause trouble for you deliberately? I've always respected you and found you also attractive. It was not a good call, but my friends and I thought that we could help.
Yeah.
Clearly we were wrong, and it won't happen again. Sparkle.
Okay. Make the roll.
It's split the pool of 5, right?
Minus your sexy or whatever you're using.
6. I did it.
All right. So yeah, she just kind of, these are just the worst cops ever, apparently. Because she's like, you know what? You always get results. Your methods are unconventional, but that's why we bring you in. So just try to stay out of her hair. Try not to ruin any more crime scenes. I'll do what I can. I am going to need prints I am going to need each of your cohorts to come in so we can take prints and stuff like that just to exclude them, because you guys left a lot of evidence at a crime scene. You're sure that none of them is the actual killer, though, right?
Of course.
Okay. Well,
Give me a little credit. When have I ever let you down?
Right, exactly. Not yet. This
boy.
might be the time. Cool. That does mean that the pool is reduced. The base reduced is reduced to 4. So, who is next? Let's do Gar first.
All right. I'm gonna roll since I'm like asking
Yep.
for information from Mike. Should I roll subtle? Does that work?
Subtle or smart.
Okay, I have the same for both of them, so
Okay.
that's fine. All right, here we go. Uh-oh, bad news, everybody. I still rolled a 10. So,
Mike was feeling poorly. And Raichi was modding the night in question. And he simply cannot give you any information. And we'll say he thinks it's a little bit suspicious.
Can you look at like the mod logs and stuff? There's a lot more information in there.
Yeah, that's the part that he
yeah,
starts
but
to
he
get
thinks I'm
suspicious
sus.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
At first he's like, no,
I
I
rolled
haven't.
a 10.
Yeah, he's like,
'Cause
and I haven't been modding much recently. And then you're like, oh, but maybe you could check the logs. And he's like, why would I do that? What are you really actually up to? You're like, oh, sorry, gotta go.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, love your face. Bye.
Right. Miss you her. Cool. Who's next? Bo or Dolly?
I could go. I mean,
Okay.
I'm just being sus outside of the building and
Yep.
and like I said, dumpster diving. I'm inside dumpsters. I'm bringing, UV lights. I have my what's that spray?
All right, Linol.
Spray luminol. Yeah, I brought luminol and my UV light, and I'm testing everything.
You're in there right next to the actual detectives that are doing the exact same thing. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I'm doing it better though.
That's true.
Yeah, and I move my glasses more, so
Yes.
I'm smarter.
And you probably have like a
and-
CSI crime scene tech outfit
Yeah.
that you can wear.
Oh, of
Okay.
course. Of course. So, yeah, hopefully I'll find something, because this is, my stream reputation on the line. My 4 viewers want answers.
Right?
Yeah, I'm no Gar, but I'm on the way up. Yeah, and any like sources of blood, I could swab it and maybe take like the blood type, because I probably can't do. I mean, I can't do DNA analysis, but I can, do blood typing.
Make the roll.
Oh shoot, that's smart. I shouldn't have done that. I should have been snarky somewhere. Crap. Wait, hold on. That's 1, and then okay, we have 4 minus 2. Okay, crap. Oh my god. 10.
So yeah, you spend a day diving in disgusting dumpsters, and find absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
But you don't immediately get arrested,
it's very nice.
and no one shoots you. But yeah, if there are any clues to be found around the building, you have missed them entirely. How about Bo?
Well, Bofo show. I mean, I'm just reviewing those VODs, man. The problem is I'm not very smart. So, seems like pretty likely I'm just gonna be oblivious to anything subtle that maybe is written in chat. First off, is Goblin a streamer? Does he have VODs?
So, Goblin does not stream on Twitch.
Okay.
Goblin
Facebook
does, however, yes, Goblin streams on
He's
Facebook.
on Bookface. Oh, jeez.
But what strikes and you know, Bo is not super smart, but what strikes Bo as odd is that for all of the gear, all of the setup that Goblin had, I mean, there's some old streams to Facebook, and you are able to track down a YouTube channel. But the YouTube channel is all like like low production value conspiracy theory stuff.
Okay.
And like even Bo, who is not, like I said, super smart, it's like you saw like Goblin Catapult is using a Black Magic Pocket Cinema camera for the main camera, and this is like much lower quality. It's like it almost looks like it wasn't even created on that rig.
Okay. So, but the content of the YouTube seems irrelevant. The only thing that stands out to me is that it should be nicer if he was actually using all that equipment.
Yeah, and we'll see what your roll tells you from the analysis.
Okay, so what am I rolling at right now?
It is still base 4.
Okay, so I'm rolling 5, right? Because I'm minus
If you're
1.
doing smarts, unless
Well,
you can come up with something else, you could do subtle,
I don't. Okay, I'll do subtle.
because you're not like, you're mostly just kind of staring at it, and this is to see if you can pick up on anything hidden just accidentally.
That's fine. 7.
Cool. So you watch a bunch of the YouTube stuff, and a lot of it kind of goes over your head. And you're about to pack it in. You get bored. You go to the gym, watch some more. You know, you got on your phone. You're like halfway paying attention. Until you get to the very last video, and it's something about some sort of, like, you're not sure, like some sort of financial scandal, like it's insider trading, but it's like it's way over your head. But because you're bored, you're scrolling through the comments, and there's quite a lot of comments, and a bunch of it is like, oh, this is nonsense, or yeah, I totally knew it, it's the lizard people. You're just kind of going through. You see, however, a comment from someone just known as Rachie.
What does the comment say?
The comment is a threat to have the video taken down.
Oh my. So I don't really understand why she wants this video taken down, but I can bring that obviously to Dolores, the smart one of the group. And everyone else too. Like, I'll in our Discord group chat, I'll be like, yo, you guys, I have no idea what all this nonsense is on this video, but it seems like Rachie's real mad about it. Maybe someone else could look at it, because I'm not real good with numbers or whatever. I wish one of us was a math teacher.
That would be extremely convenient. But I could probably take a look.
All right. Let's see what more you can learn. Smart or subtle, your choice.
Smart or snarky?
Probably not snarky.
I want to be.
I mean, you can be snarky, but it's just not gonna get you
smart.
anything.
At that point, I'd have to be smart.
I think it's probably smart.
Yeah.
Smart or subtle.
All right. I just wanted to argue with you. Okay, we'll go with smart. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
Yeah. So, because that's a fail, but just barely. So you watch that video, you watch a couple of others that are from the same time, and it appears that Goblin Catapult got really interested in, it's about the time that the top streamers financials was put out. And it looks like Goblin Catapult got it in their head that there was some sort of scam going on. Like maybe they were like some of the numbers didn't quite add up. There were people who like either their CCV didn't match with like their revenue was like way too high on the basis of the CCV. And there were a few others that the revenue, like, because people were only looking at the top tier mostly and at themselves. But for whatever reason, Goblin Catapult decided to do like a more in-depth analysis of it and decided, and you don't know if it's true or not, but his assertion, or I should say their assertion, is that there's something hinky going on. Someone's gaming the system. But that's as far as it goes.
I guess I'd relay that, right? Yeah. There's not much more information to be had. I don't know what you guys think about that.
I'll just smile.
Oh, perfect.
Tom has no idea.
It's over my head.
Well, certainly Gara understands it.
Yeah,
Well,
I feel like-
Tom, you do too, because you're all into scams. You probably understand it. You may
Well-
not understand the details because the roll wasn't successful and there are some clues that were missed, but you probably get the sense that, oh, I mean, it's possible. What do you do? Not a lot to take to stream, though.
Well, we should. I think it's within the realm of possibility that Tom would make the leap to say we should check if Raichi's and Raboyo's revenue matches their CCV, or if it, if there's a large disparity there, like Goblin Catapult is suggesting.
Yeah. So like thinking like what they're like helping someone launder money or doing something shady.
Maybe just whatever it is that Goblin Catapult discovered, Raboyo and Raichi were taking part in.
Yeah.
I don't have
Yes.
any idea what the scam is, just
Right.
what to look for to see if they're involved in it. That makes sense.
Yeah. We're just looking for inconsistencies
Yes.
and disproportionate income and stuff.
How are you going to get access to the information?
It was leaked, wasn't it? It's on the internet.
Yeah.
Well, what is on the internet is just it's not all the detail about like stream history and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
I will say that just glancing at it, you get a sense of where maybe he got that idea, but there's not like any proof. Because it was just like payouts and stuff like that. It wasn't like all the detail. So it's going to take a little bit of additional research. So how would you like to try to get a little bit more information? I will remind you that Gar, the piece of software that you installed is in theory still working. It's just that it's super obvious that someone added it. Like it could be traced back to you. But you did put that bug into his system.
I mean, we've already kind of. I feel like we should just go all in, right?
Yeah.
Use that backdoor, Gar.
Gar, do it.
Use it.
Okay.
So, why don't you go ahead and give me a smarter sneaky? You tell me. Sorry, smarter subtle. You tell me.
I can't do strong.
No.
Dang, dude. Okay. We're still out of 4, right? 2?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right, here we go. Oh, hey, I got a 5.
Beautiful.
Nice. Finally.
Maybe the forensic lab hasn't had a chance yet to dig around in the system, but you can gain access to whatever data it was that he had, and it is, and you don't know. He apparently was kind of a conspiracy theorist, but there was he kept track of a lot of unusual chat activity and tipping on R's channel. He did a little bit of work to try to keep, like, he didn't want it to be found out, or like obviously he was trying to disguise it, or like a little bit in his own little shorthand. But he did some deep diving, almost like a forensic analysis of R's channel, and there was a lot of really weird activity, like people from, like a lot of tip money coming from Uzbekistan. Like a lot, though. Like a lot. And there's like screenshots, and it's like up real close, so you can only see, you know, so and so tipped $100, and then there's the note about he tracked down the user, and it was a brand new account created out of Uzbekistan. You're in there. We've already established that. Gar, you get a ping on your phone.
All right. I check it.
There's a picture. It's a text. And the picture is, you're not quite sure what it is. It looks like maybe a shopping bag.
Mm-hmm.
Like a white plastic shopping bag.
Mm-hmm.
But then you pinch and zoom in. Like, what is it? It looks like maybe it was like a shopping bag that had like a jar of marinara in it or whatever that maybe someone dropped, because there's this red seepage kind of on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look in closer, it's clearly a head in a bag.
Oh no.
And there is a single line of text underneath it that says, "Leave it alone or you're next."
Okay.
Did she show
I
it to us?
tell them that. Well, let me think about it for a second.
Hold on, man. Did the text have a British accent though?
I didn't even tell you about it yet. Hold on, I'm trying to decide if I want to tell you about it.
Ruining my gold.
I might ignore it for now, to be honest.
All right.
What?
Because if I'm the one that's next, I'm not really worried about it right now. You know what I'm saying?
We have
no
other leads.
Fine that it says
Okay, that's
you
fair,
all
that's
are
fair.
next.
That's okay. That's fair. Yeah, then I'll tell them about it. Hey,
What?
I just got a really disturbing text. There's one line and it says, "Hey, we're next," and if we don't drop it, and there's a head in a bag, and if we can figure out where this bag is, maybe we can find the head. But also, we're told to drop it. But I say we don't drop it,
Yeah,
and we
they're
find this
probably gonna
bag.
go after us anyway. We're too deep.
Yeah, let's
we're
just
in
find
too
the
deep.
bag. We're in it.
Yeah, I've been looking for that damn thing everywhere.
Did the text have a British accent?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It was, yes,
Oh,
it said drop it, bruv, or else.
Right.
Did they use a word with a U where it's not supposed to be?
Unfortunately,
Yeah, they were
Oh,
like,
no.
otherwise I'll know the flavor of your blood.
Ew.
I wonder how
know?
your blood tastes mixed with G Fuel.
As a
The
Canadian, I
flavor.
wouldn't notice that. I don't think. You know what I
Oh
mean?
no.
Yeah, but, like we would.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
would.
we'd be like, WTF, flavor, what's that?
Flavor?
Right.
What does it mean?
Yeah.
So what do you do? Someone knows that you are poking your noses in where they
I
don't
zoom
belong.
in and look as like I look at the picture as do so much scrutiny trying to figure out if I can get any clues from where this thing is, if there's any logos,
Yep, make a smart roll.
anything. Smart roll.
Can I help by being snarky and being like, yeah, you're definitely gonna find it when all the other detectives haven't.
Sure. We'll see if your snark is motivating. Make the
I'll be
roll.
like, what? What'd you just
Sometimes,
say to me?
you know what?
wanna
Sometimes if
throw
people don't
hands?
believe,
Don't roll yet, Gar. We'll see.
But
You
hold
wanna throw
on. I mean,
hands?
I could use this program to zoom in and enhance it. It basically uses mathematics to determine the likely pixel next to the existing pixels to give us a better sense of like what's actually visible. I mean, if you guys want, I don't know.
And everyone's like, "Shut up, Bo! You don't know this stuff."
Okay,
It
cool.
concerns me that you own that.
Bo goes back to doing push-ups.
Mine was a 2.
Oh yeah.
I
Then
got an 8.
Well, then you got less than an 8 because you would have only rolled 2 die because
I
because
got
of
you. Okay.
Dolly's assistance.
Gotcha.
Yes, in fact, it is an Indian place that you can very quickly go online and determine is really only a few blocks from Goblin Catapult's apartment.
Let's go get that head.
Can we grab some?
You're
Indian
hungry?
food?
Let's go get that. Let's go get some food and a head.
I mean, it's not saying that the head is in the Indian food restaurant, but that is
it's like
certainly the
outside of it.
bag. That is the bag.
Well, I'm
that-
saying it might be like behind it or something, though,
Yeah.
you know? Like we'll go look in the alley or whatever.
Yeah, well, we should go to the Indian place too and ask them who they've seen.
Yeah, and like why they have a head in a bag.
Yep. Yep.
We should do like for our next video, like it's a head in a bag. Step 1, decapitate goblin. You know what I mean? Like that'd be cool. Like cool memes,
No, man.
like video,
no,
man.
That ain't it. You know what I mean?
What do you mean, man? The people need content. We got to put
No.
some out.
Yeah,
We have a piece
but
of
you
evidence,
know,
man. We should be using that content.
It's pretty disrespectful, though.
Disrespectful.
Goblin was not a goblin, but his name was Paul, and he had a mother. So, you know.
Let Gar do this from the hot tub.
Do you-
have to be
are you
respectful.
even interested in getting views, man?
respectful.
That's what we're doing
I
here,
have a
right?
new bikini.
Is it cute though?
Gosh.
Gar, maybe you could have Bo join you in the hot tub.
Oh, yeah, we'd be really sexy. I'm very strong. I'm like more strong than sexy. I have like a gymnast body, but we can do a hot tub stream. Do you want to tease our next episode on a hot tub stream and talk about what we found out?
Yeah, for sure, man.
You do.
Let's see. I mean, you're putting out a little quick promo. Let's see how successful it is.
Okay.
Can I also join the hot tub stream but like wear a wetsuit?
Sure.
Because I would not debase myself in such a way.
And I assume Tom is going to climb in as well.
Yeah, I mean, I can either be in the hot tub or off pursuing my own self-interest. That would be it, Tom.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
All right. What is Tom doing while they're doing the quick teaser promo? The murder investigation AMA from a hot tub / kiddie pool.
Tom is trying to snoop through Gar's phone. It starts as just like he wants to see if there was like a number from the text. You know, like
Okay.
non-restricted, which there's probably not, but yeah.
But you have contacts in the police department. So go ahead and give me a subtle roll or a smart, your choice.
What's our pool?
Or
Yeah, I was envisioning subtle because I'm like
yeah.
snooping through the phone.
Yeah. Yeah, I figure when you fail and there's a chance that you're getting yourselves in trouble.
I got an 8 with 2 die.
Oh, yeah. No. However, Gar, you are aware that someone is trying to hack your phone.
Mm-hmm. Do I know who it is? Is he the only one missing?
Yes.
Okay. I tell Alexa, or I tell Alexander. What is her name?
Siri?
What do we call her? No, we call her something else.
Lexi?
Lexi. Yeah, I tell Lexi that to lock my phone,
Okay.
and yeah, and Lexi will do that for me automatically.
Cool.
And then
Yes.
I also asked Lexi to put a message of, nice try, a-hole.
Okay. Cool. So, with the three of Dolly, Bo, and Gar, how hype does your audience get for the next episode?
Well, I mean, like I'm doing like the splits over the top
Sure.
of the hot tub and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, can you imagine? And I'm like, totally
Sure.
the opposite of what I am like in person. Like
Okay.
just like, oh my god, are you kidding me? And I'm like putting like sunscreen on on Bo. Like, oh my god, you're gonna get a sunburn. And I'm like, yeah,
And I'm just
Okay.
like slack jawed watching this whole thing.
and I'm
In
like
your
really right
wetsuit in the
next to you.
corner.
as I'm rubbing like lotion on Bo's body, I'm like, oh my god, can you believe that we might know where the head is? Oh, like whatever.
Okay. Cool. Give me rolls.
Okay.
You're on mute, Juice.
If you guys want to know where the head might be, we're going to need 25 more subscriptions. And if we get to 40, I'm going to do some squats in this pool.
Oh no, not the squats. You're gonna make the water go everywhere.
Wow.
Let's get
I'm
some
sure there's-
water squirt emojis in the chat.
I'm sure there's a TOS in there somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
But that's fine. Super
I
gross.
rolled a 4.
Ooh.
I also rolled a 4.
Ooh.
How
good
many
at
dice am I
streaming.
rolling?
A 4 minus however many you have and whatever stat you're using.
Cool. I can't fail it. 3.
Yep. You could. Yeah.
No, I'm
You can
rolling
suck it.
1 die.
Oh yeah.
This production value
You're right. So
dramatically.
yeah. So Bo is now very oily, thanks to Gar, and Gar is very acrobatic, and there's a certain segment of the audience that's very very into that.
Yeah, on
Body-
stream, my name is Marguerite. Like I do the whole thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. And Dolly just adds a sense of gravitas by maneuvering the glasses up and down every once in a while and tossing in the occasional one-liner. Yeah. So you are now fully on the hook for a big reveal.
I hope we don't mess it up.
Ooh.
What's worse, failing the big reveal or getting arrested?
Failing the big reveal, obviously.
Obviously.
Yep.
Humiliation or
I'd
being
rather die.
yeah, death.
We like.
Things than death.
Are we streaming on Twitch? Is that what we're
Yeah.
saying? Okay. Can we use one of those silly? Can we dangle one of those silly like moments over people's heads too? Like they have to be part of the big reveal, and they have to be
Yes.
there
Yes.
Yeah,
to
part of
drop
the
moment.
Yes. Yes. So you have the clock is ticking for your big reveal. You are
Also,
realizing now you probably should have.
giveaway?
Yes.
for a head skin.
Wow. Wow.
We should give away some head skins.
That's
We're trying to make it classy. We want to be respectful.
awesome. So you pile into after you dry off. You pile into Tom's Mercedes and you head back over into Goblin Catapult's neighborhood and go to the Indian restaurant. What happens there?
I will.
We eat.
Yeah, we eat
Yeah.
first, obviously. And then I think we should I don't know, maybe like, I wonder if there's any way that like Bo could like go up to the counter and be like, hey, I'm Bo. You guys ever heard of Bo? I'm a streamer, like, and kind of like be Bo and see if he can get any information about like who was working on what night. Like, man, you got a lot of delivery drivers. Like, who was working when? Like that kind of thing.
Okay.
I was thinking about getting an extra job because sometimes streaming's tough. Like doing like a little like, can you just like loosen him up, get some information?
Sure.
Yeah. So
Give it a
what
roll.
what I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna go live. Hey
Yep.
everybody, it's me again, Bo, and I'm regarding some really tasty Indian food. Let's go talk to the guys in charge of this restaurant and ask them some questions. We're gonna like live stream this, and I'll be like, "Hey man, what's his name? I can see it on his
Parvis.
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 Parvis, man, look, your food is totally off the hook, man. You're live streaming to thousands of people right now. Why don't you give us like a rundown on your restaurant so we can get some folks here and ordering all your delicious food?"
Sure. How does he take it? Let's see.
I mean, what do you want me to roll for that?
You tell me.
Ugh. I mean,
Sexy, right? 'Cause
I
you're
would
being
love it to be
charismatic.
sexy. Yeah.
I don't see why not. I mean,
Okay.
he doesn't have to be
You
into
probably
you to
should
think
And our
look
this.
for
base is
this.
at 4 still right now, or 5?
Yep.
All right, I rolled a 4.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he will go on. He will give a rundown on the business. He will talk about how he's not actually from India. He's Iranian, but there's a lot of great Iranian food involved as well. And like you can, like if you're part of the community, they've got menus in Farsi, but they also do some like typical kind of American versions of Indian dishes, and like you can get it super duper spicy, but you can also get it kind of spicy. And if you like it spicy, you have to ask for like the super duper, like the Indian spicy. And so he'll take the advantage for some free publicity.
Cool. And then I'm gonna be like, "All right, everybody, it's me, Bo. I'm signing off. We'll regard you next time." Flex, dab. Hey man, that was really great. I hope that's really
thank you.
useful for you. I was wondering if you could answer a question, man. Look,
sure.
We're investigating a situation, and we were wondering.
Oh,
Hey.
is it about GC?
About what?
GC.
GC?
I don't know their real name.
Oh,
but they were
Goblin Catapult. Yeah,
That's a weird name.
GC. Yeah, GC. What about that, man? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I heard they got killed.
Yeah, man. Apparently, the person who killed him is a customer here, man.
Oh, that's most distressing.
Yeah, so we were hoping that you could help us, the way that I helped you, by just like maybe seeing who you're like, maybe a list of like who was delivered to on that day or like since then or whatever.
Yeah, I can go take a look.
Cool, man. You're the best.
Yeah, he will go and get. They probably have a computer record, so you hear a dot matrix printer in the back printing out. And yeah, there's a fair number of deliveries, but there was one that was ordered to GC's apartment the day of the murder. And it strikes Parvis as odd because it was ordered super spicy and GC couldn't really handle the spice.
Well, then we know it wasn't Rachie H because redheads can't handle any spice, man. They don't have the souls for it.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, everybody
Rachie
knows that.
Rachie H's husband, that's like his whole culture. Like, she loves spicy food. Do you know anything about Rachie H?
Rachie H is married? Unfollow,
Oh my
unsub, bro.
gosh. Oh my God.
Wow. In fact, that is true. So maybe Rachie H does like spicy food.
Oh man.
GC, not so much.
Who is the are we still there?
Yeah.
Parvis. Who is the delivery person?
Parvis, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, Parvis. Who is the delivery person that delivered the food for this order, man?
Oh, Sharon.
Is Sharon here, man? Because maybe she can identify who answered the door or whatever.
Oh yeah, she'll be in to pick up an order here in a second.
Okay, cool, man. We're gonna wait for Sharon.
Sure. Have some papadum while you're here.
Some what now?
Papadum on the house.
Papa Dumb.
We'll take them. Thank you very much.
All right. And yes, a woman does. By woman, I mean she's a young girl, probably in college.
Oh, my
comes in.
demographic. Awesome.
Yeah. And maybe she recognizes you. I mean, maybe it's one of those things where she's making her way back to the counter and kind of looks over at you and kind of goes, oh, and then she kind of goes, huh, that looks kind of familiar.
Hey, Sharon, it's me, Beau Regards, from the Canadian version of My Sister's Keeper. You might recognize me also from my awesome Twitch stream and YouTube channel, Beau Regards, youtube.com/Beau Regards. I regard a lot of things.
Oh, you're still doing stuff. I thought that after what happened on that show that you probably would like not want to be seen in public ever again.
I don't want to talk about that. Listen, Sharon.
I feel like that might be important to our investigation.
I don't want to talk about that. Sharon, listen. You delivered this food to this address on such and such a date. Can you tell us? Do you remember who answered the door?
She looks at that and then gets a glimpse at Gar. And then she just like walks over and looks deep into Gar's eyes. Is it really you?
Why'd you get all weird?
Uh-oh.
She clearly recognizes you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is it
Is
time?
it really me? What?
Is it time, mistress?
Oh, mistress.
I'm sorry. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, I see. Yes, I'm sure you have no idea what I'm talking about. We'll be watching. Yes, mistress.
Oh.
So, what was I
I don't
saying?
need a bodyguard.
I'm just alluding to the fact that you're up to some sus stuff, and there definitely is a subset of your audience that knows what sus stuff you're up to. There's some Gar After Dark stream out there that like you have to know like a special code to get into, and it's real weird. And she's into it.
Okay.
And she's into it.
Okay.
Ask
Anyway,
her about the delivery, man.
I'm gonna be like, I need to know about this delivery.
anything for you. And then she kind of
Appreciate it.
pulls close and says, well, I was supposed to deliver it, but then the customer actually kind of caught me just like a few steps out the door. Apparently, he was already on his way. To pick it up is weird. Like, I mean, why order for delivery and then come and pick it up yourself? But apparently he said that he was like, had to go to the drugstore or something. So I didn't actually deliver it. It was still a pretty good tip.
How good of a tip?
Interesting.
Like, real good. Especially since I only had to walk a few steps. It's like $50.
Can you describe him?
Yeah.
Can you
Guy
give him my card?
gives you a description. Unfortunately, you don't know what Goblin looks like.
We didn't have a camera for his streams.
Oh no, yeah, you probably
Maybe we're like a master's of V. Was he a VTuber?
I think he probably had a setup where he had the backlighting and the voice changer.
Oh.
Like, yeah, like
Like witnesses in crime shows.
yeah, basically like, this is the truth that they don't want you to know, and the Secret Service is after me, kind of thing. So he's a dude.
I thought he was right.
Wait, so
Or
he
you
was
assume.
leaving his house after ordering Indian food for
I know,
delivery?
it didn't seem right. Yeah, it didn't seem right, but whatever.
Weird.
And you said
I
he
mean,
was
50
going
bucks, 50
to the pharmacy?
That's what he said. He said, "Oh yeah, I had realized I had to go to the drugstore, so I thought I'd just come and catch you."
Do we know where the nearest? He was on foot, so he was walking there, right?
Yeah. And then she kind of goes, "Oh, that's weird. I didn't think about it, but there's like a Walgreens, but it's like 6 blocks from here, and it's not even on the way." Yeah, but it's not even on the way.
Maybe there. Maybe
I don't know.
there's cardio in.
Can we have the printout? Was the purchase it must have been paid with? Well, how did he pay? With cash or with credit card.
It was gonna be credit card, like at the thing, like the sign for it, but then he
Okay.
just gave me cash.
So I feel like what's happening is somebody intercepted it because they didn't want him going to
Hi,
his apartment.
Trina.
Because why would you pay if you're paying a credit card from your house for a delivery and then you just show up with cash? Like that's weird. Like I never have cash on me. Okay, that's a lie.
Sus.
only
lot of
only
people
to bribe
actually-
security guards with.
Right.
Weren't actually
Yeah.
I have
going
a
to a
secret
drugstore.
stash.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
I don't think they might have actually been the person. Like that sounds really sus.
That's
He-
a good point, mistress.
Goblin Catapult was actually a goblin?
In a three goblins in a trench coat, actually.
He wasn't the person? It's all coming together for me now, man. We got it. He was a goblin, man.
That are we on the same page here?
No.
Low regard. Are you regarding?
I'm
Did you
regarding these
Can you
facts as
regard logic?
Yeah.
shocking.
Okay, just go be over there. Over there.
Hi, Trina. Hi, Fiddle
How
Lip
do you
Waffle.
regard? Have you ever regarded education, Bo?
Hey, man, in Canada, we have great public access or public education.
That's true.
You're just not actually Canadian, but that's fine.
Oh, I'm Canadian, man. I've been training myself not to sound like it, you know?
Sure.
I watch a
So-
lot of 90210.
That actually explains a lot.
You have you have a bit of information. What happens? What do you do?
We
Mystery
have
solved.
we have a lot. We have a decent amount of information.
Yeah,
I
we do have a
mean,
pretty good amount of information.
Yeah.
What information do we have? We
Is
should
there
run it
any
down
way-
for
whoa, whoa,
people
whoa.
joining chat.
Yo, Tom, is there any? Are you live streaming right now? Tom,
Always.
is there any way that we could look at like street cameras, like around outside the restaurant at that time? Like, is there any like traffic cams or anything like that that maybe someone at the police department would help you with, or we could have access to, or?
Detective Flores is very competent, and I'm sure that she would have pulled that footage if it exists.
Is there any way you can
We're
get eyes
not.
on
We
it?
can try, but we are not on the best of terms right now after
I can't imagine
Bo's
why.
flub, the crime scene. And I'm not sure what excuse I could give her.
flub.
He literally flubbed around.
Literally flubbed all in the blood.
That was
But
really
I'm
good
willing to try.
content, man. Right? Am I right though? Like my views spiked that day.
I'm certainly willing to try.
All right. Go ahead and make the call.
So no, no.
Okay.
I'm gonna get flowers, a dozen
Okay.
roses, but like super cheap ones. They're almost dead. But they look good, but they'll be dead tomorrow.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go to the station and I'm gonna be like, "How's my favorite lieutenant doing?"
Okay.
You know, a friend of mine was mugged on from Street, and you know, between the intersection of
Yep.
I was wondering if you might be able to show me the footage of that.
Go ahead and make a roll.
Our pool is 4,
Yeah.
6.
Cool. I'll say Flores looks at you a little bit suspicious, like, you know, we just so happen to already have all that footage because of the headless horseman murder. And that's what, I mean, we're trying it out. I mean, it didn't really have anything to do with horses, so it doesn't quite work. But anyway,
Coincidence.
yeah, well, yeah, sure. Anyway, but yeah, we pulled it up. And so as they smell the flowers and then a couple petals fall off and oh, they gotta put this in water. You're able to scrub through the appropriate CCTV. And you do see, like, you recognize Sharon, and someone kind of with a hoodie pulled up comes up, and it's grainy and gritty and black and white, comes over, and they're chatting back and forth, and then you see the exchange of a hand with, you know, several bills extended, and then they turn and grab the sack. And then, because you were successful, they just, as they turn around and go to like check, you know, to both ways before crossing the street, the pole camera does catch a good glimpse of their face, and guess what? It's someone that you don't recognize.
This is not Ragey.
It's not. It's a guy.
It's a guy.
Is it Raboyo?
Has either of you ever seen Raboyo before?
I mean,
Nope.
in real life. But
What?
no, not in the stream.
So maybe, but it's not Raichi. It's some guy.
Some guy. I'll yell out Raboyo, and then just kind of like look around.
I mean, it's a recording, and you're not at the precinct, so
Oh, sorry. Okay, so
I go back in time.
Hold on, out of totally not totally different, and out of whatever character meta. There were people arguing outside, like really angry arguing, and I was really nervous. So I took off my headphones and I was not paying attention at
No worries.
all, but I still do it anyway.
You're right. Raboya. No, Tom is at the precinct reviewing CCG, grainy CCG.
So I'm not even there.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
It's fine.
So I really wasn't there. So I taking off my headphones actually was fine.
But the camera cuts and Dolores like thinking through all the clues, and she's like, Raboyo.
Oh God, thank you. You made me sound so smart.
Right. As I mean, maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
I'll
But
take it.
if it's not Goblin, and it's not Raichi, it could very well be Raboya.
Can I maybe do like a subtlety roll to see if while the detective is otherwise occupied, I can like print a still
Yeah,
the photo
yeah.
so we have something to reference?
And I will say, you also, she pulled, this is the same file that has all the footage that they pulled, including the footage from the building.
Yeah, so that was a 2.
Oh, yes. You absolutely can. You very, very quickly print off a still. And then I will say, great success. You also then flip over and very quickly scrub through some of the security footage from the building itself. You see this same man coming in the front door. Unfortunately, there's no exterior camera that catches the front door of the building, but you see the same man opening the door, carrying a bag, and he's letting someone in. And it's black and white, but it is a fair-skinned, long, curly, redheaded lady. And they seem to know each other until they get into the lobby. And she goes first. And then maybe 30 seconds later, he goes after her. So it's very obvious that they're trying to create the appearance that they don't know each other.
Y'all, I've got a theory. Oh wait, I'm still not watching this video.
And then you cut up to, it's a very, very long shot on the 3rd floor, but you do see 2 figures at the door to Goblin's apartment.
Okay.
And they both go in. And it's enough for you to see that it's not like they knock on the door. It looks like one of them just opens the door, potentially with a key, or maybe it was unlocked.
I will relay that. Like leave, thank the detective, and relay that to my team.
Yeah.
And ask
And
if anyone
flip the
has any
files back so it's
theories.
obvious that not obvious that you were looking at.
Wait, does that guy that was going into the apartment with her, well, the two figures, does it look anything like the figure that was grabbing the Chinese food
It's the same one.
or the Indian food?
Yeah, it's the same person.
It's the same person. Okay.
Yep.
I have a theory.
Boyo.
Raboyo. I have a theory. I think Reichi and Raboyo are involved.
Yes.
Wow, I'm so glad I rushed back with the information to hear that theory.
Yeah, you rush back. I've broken the case wide open, only to hear Dolly say, "I think it was probably Reichi and Raboyo."
Well, I don't think necessarily it was them, but I do think they were involved.
Okay.
I mean, it seems like it sounded
Like involved like dating?
it sounded like one of them got the Chinese food, boyo, and then like went back
Indian.
with
It
the
was Indian
Indian
food.
food. Sorry, got the Indian food, went back with the bag, and went back into the apartment.
Yeah.
So that's kind of damning.
But also met someone who was clearly Reichi on the way and let her into the building. Yep, that's what you saw.
Do you think they did it?
Don't know.
Like had sex?
Reichi's
Were you
married,
Bo?
so no.
Wait,
But-
what are we talking about? You said they're involved. You mean involved with each other or involved
No,
with the murder?
Involved in the murder.
Oh, I was like going down a totally different brain branch because I thought involved meant dating. My bad.
Hold on though, man. Like, didn't he get killed by a chainsaw?
They
Yeah,
got
that's a
killed
crime
by
of passion.
electrocution
Yeah.
and then had the
Yeah.
head chopped off by a
Yeah, but you gotta have a lot of rage to machine someone's head
Does-
off.
Did we check with the Indian place if they also
deliver
delivered
chainsaws. You didn't think to ask.
Wow, we really have messed up, huh?
Chainsaws are conspicuous, even if they're, in a bag. So were
Maybe-
the people in this footage carrying bag?
Maybe. Sorry.
Sure.
Uh,
I mean, you think back because it's all grainy and black and white. It's not very high quality, but you're fairly certain that Reichi was carrying a duffel bag.
hold on, man. So like, it's weird. They intercepted the delivery person and then ended up delivering the food up to Goblin Catapult. Like, I don't understand why would they do that? Like, if they wanted to kill him, why would they bring him his dinner, man?
I don't know if they ate it or threw it away, Bo, but
Maybe
I think
to
they
get
used
into the
bag
building.
the head. Oh, maybe to get in the building.
Oh man, that's
Yeah,
really
like, we're
smart. I would
delivery
never have
man.
thought about that.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
would've
we
just-
just did it.
I
Like,
would have just like talked to
couple days
Karen,
ago, but-
and just been like, "Hey, Karen, bro, can you let me in?" Like that's how I do it.
yeah.
But only after you take your shirt off for no reason.
I mean,
feel
sometimes my
like-
shirt's always really tight. I got to show these guns off, man.
Yeah, that's what you get for shopping at Gap for kids. But anyway,
Is there a veterinarian in the house? Because these pythons are sick.
Surprised you know
Oh,
the
no.
word veterinarian.
right.
They fought in the war, man. We need to show them respect.
Oh, the worst.
I feel like at this point we have enough information for a wild accusation.
Yeah.
Oh,
So not the police. We don't need evidence. We
Yeah,
could we
no.
could just go on stream and
Awesome. So you would like to make a wild accusation,
Oh yeah.
and the audience is waiting
wait.
for it.
So, hold on.
yeah. I'm
Wait,
not
so
saying
we're
that's
saying
what we're doing.
Reichi
That's what-
brought a machine, what are they called? Chainsaw.
Portable chainsaw.
In
Yeah.
a duffel bag?
Yeah, like an electric chainsaw. Yeah.
Okay, this was the other thing I was thinking that we should do. Did we already watch the VOD? Like, cause doesn't she stream like every day? So
Yeah.
like, what was she doing instead of stream? Like, did she say she was taking time off? Did she call in? Like, did she put on Twitter that she had a mental health day? Like,
Nope.
did she stream that day?
Yeah, the streams have all
Wolf,
been
thank you.
continuing.
Well,
They've been
Welcome back,
they've
Pearl
been-
World.
do was kill Goblin Catapult. If Boyo could have stuck around to finish. Wait, did they left separately at the same time, didn't they?
Wait, how did they leave separately at the same time?
You were pressed for time and you didn't get to see them leave. You just saw the man let Raichi in and then them both go up to Goblin's apartment.
I thought they made a show of like coming down and pretending like they weren't together.
No, that was on the way in.
On the way in, in the lobby. Oh, I thought
Yeah.
that was up on the way back down. Okay, okay. Right. So Raichi could have left first.
Wait, why would they do that though? Like, why
to create an alibi?
an
Because
alibi?
one of them was gonna have the food and be the delivery person, and the other one they might have already known. Like, had she already gone to Goblin's place before?
No, if you recall, what the security guard said was that the only person that he saw that was unusual was this
Oh
one
yeah, that's
woman.
right. And how'd she get up there?
Walked in.
Maybe when
Probably
he
called
was.
him a Karen.
Maybe when he was.
That guy does not take his job seriously.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, he asked questions about 4 strangers coming in at once, but
Gotcha.
it does make sense if you were involved and someone might recognize you, you would want to be seen together.
Right. That's fair.
Okay, so let's just because I just want to make sure we're all on the same page, not because I don't understand. So Raichi H wanted to kill GC because GC figured out something to do with like money laundering through Twitch, and so she got Raboyo to help her gain access by intercepting the food to get her access in and get him to open the door because he thought that his Indian food was there, and then they broke in and they electrocuted him. And then why did she chop off his head, man? What's the point of that?
for drama.
Yeah.
I get that, man. Sometimes you got to do stuff for the views.
Exactly. And I'm not a cop. I don't need, evidence. I just want the sensationalism right on my stream.
Yes.
I want to go on stream and say, guess what Raboyo and Raichi did? Prove me wrong.
Sure. So
I
your
think we
plan.
can also talk about the thing we saw on the, like, their income based, like, when compared to their CCV or something.
We don't
Sure.
know that information.
I thought we did.
Do we know about the money from his deck stand?
Yeah, we looked it. We looked it up.
You know from GC's YouTube videos that was what he was saying.
Right.
Or enough to suggest that, and we know that that
we
was
did see
the
he was
conspiracy he was working on, and you did check and saw that there was at least nothing to disprove that, but you don't have the details
Right.
of
We don't need
Raichi's
details.
channel's monetization.
Well, we don't need the details. We can
Yeah.
just
You don't
say
have any-
something
I
about
don't have
it.
any proof,
our
but you can
own-
certainly make wild accusations.
We did our
Yeah.
own deep dive.
Yes, you did your own research by looking at stuff on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's how you do it.
Well, we can steal the dead guy's the content. That's fine.
So
Yeah.
you're going to go live with wild accusations, yes? All right,
Yay.
go live. What happens? What are you doing? How are you all contributing?
Hey, man,
And specifically, what are the accusations you make?
It's me, Beauregards, and I'm regarding our team of investigators as we're cracking the case on who killed GC. Spoilers, the result is going to shock and horrify you. Here's the information.
Is this car just bouncing around in the kiddie pool?
Yeah, this is what I do. I'm probably like, making weird noises, maybe putting on a horse head. Who knows?
All right, so while Marguerite and I are like flexing and doing squats in the pool, the smart one, Dolly Puppet, needs to probably like give a rundown like leading up to
Yes.
where we're at now, and then Tom can add
I'm also
supporting
sexy,
information. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're also sexy, so you can
Just
also
saying.
be with your shirt off with us too. It doesn't matter.
Cool. So we have displays of strength and sexiness, while Dolly gives everyone the rundown of the facts of the crime.
Are
So-
you strong, Bo?
Oh yeah, I'm super
Can we
strong.
do like lifts in
Yeah,
the hot
for
tub?
sure.
I mean, it's
Like
probably hot
cheerleading
tub.
lifts?
It's hot tub wrestling. Let's face it.
Yeah.
Bro,
Let's do cheerleading
I
lifts.
like lift anything and everything that's around me at all times. Sometimes just things to see if I can lift it or not. You know, like I'll walk by like a grocery
Yeah.
cart and be like, I can lift it.
I'll do a plank and then he'll like bench press me like,
Yeah.
we'll
Cool.
do stuff like that.
That will help.
Very strong.
Awesome. I would like everyone but Dolly to roll. This is all to see how maybe how well you all do.
I got a 5.
Very well.
I also got a 5.
I got a 3.
Wow. So those of you who
We're
are putting
so
on
good
a
at this.
clown show, doing
Yeah.
absolutely nothing
Whoa,
with regard to the
buddy.
with regard to the
Are
mystery.
you saying that
Streaming
hot
is
tub
all about?
streaming is a clown show? Because I disagree with you.
Yeah.
comment.
It takes a lot of work.
The 3 of us in a hot tub streaming is a clown show.
The
I do
3 of
too.
us in a hot tub
Like-
streaming is a tragedy, Travis
It's
mockery. I'm sorry.
hilarious.
But like
So
in
it's
a
up
good
to
way.
Dolly to actually provide the substantive content of the wild allegations without proof that you make.
Mm-hmm.
So
But she's a smart one, so she can totally do it.
Yeah,
Dolly.
she's gonna make the stuff sound really smart when she goes through the financials.
what allegations do you lay out? That I would
So-
like you to make an appropriate role.
So, our allegations. We allege that that Raichi and Raboyo in cahoots murdered the innocent Goblin Catapult due to their sniffing out the financial improprieties of Raichi and Raboyo in tandem, and we allege collectively that Raichi electrocuted Goblin Catapult and had Raboyo come to clean up the mess.
And also, he wasn't a goblin, and we could never have come to this conclusion without the help of our main man, Karen, the doorman, and the tasty treats from our new sponsor, Parvis's Indian Palace, available at 123 Washington Street in downtown.
Yeah, sure.
Use this referral code to get 20% off your first order of samosas.
Sure, and Parvis is actually in chat. He's like, yeah, that's me. It's awesome. Yeah.
We got a community member, yes.
Oh,
So-
thanks for the free sub for Parvis, Chavank. You're the best, man. Woo, hi,
So-
splooshes.
Oh yeah, it's a hype train. But let's see where the hype train goes. Dolly, would you like to give me a roll?
All right, which one?
I think it's a smart.
Oh no,
This is what you get for pretending to be smart.
no, you know. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yo,
We did it,
It's-
fam.
information.
There are a number of questions. There's like a how do you know? And this sounds a little bit iffy. And wait a second. And what happened? And we heard you said that they chopped their head off. And why did they do that? And it's all, but you're able to, with a combination of smarts and snark, you can kind of bat down. Like, that's a stupid question. Next. Exactly. And you have the entire stream convinced that that Raichi and Raboyo are in it and have gone and murdered GC. And there's like, oh yeah, I gotta call the cops, and it's like, oh yeah, and then other people's like, oh well, now that you solved this one, are you gonna like what's your next mystery? Until someone that you haven't heard from in a bit enters chat.
Is it Goblin Catapult?
It's Goblin Catapult.
What?
And Goblin Catapult says, yeah, don't pay any attention to these people. They have no idea what they're talking about. Rachel's a good friend of mine, and she's been in the UK this entire time. Yeah, these hacks. Like, is there anything that you people won't do for views?
Slash ban space Goblin Catapult.
Yeah.
Message
Immediately
deleted.
you ban GC.
Who's this idiot?
Then
Everyone report that account as compromised.
right.
Well, also, I'm confused because he was banned from Rachel's channel. So why is he in here defending her?
That's a good question.
It doesn't make
The
any
account
sense.
could actually be
That's not the
compromised.
real one.
Maybe-
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
maybe.
we tried
Report
to
that.
compromise it, so
I mean, and he didn't have a head, so I'm guessing it's not him.
We don't know that was him.
Well, that's
don't know
didn't
it
we
was
do
him.
a DNA testing? I thought we did.
No.
The DNA's in
No.
my mouth, man, but I brushed my teeth since then.
Remember that part?
Yes. You did not do a DNA test.
Dang, dude.
But because Dolly is very, confident and snarky, is able to just like, yeah, that's just someone who's trying to, come in and claim to be. Everyone knows that GC was murdered. I mean, you've all seen it in the news, so just ignore them. It does take a little bit of the buzz off the night. Your hype train only gets to level 4, but it's fine. It's fine. And most of the conversation is, can't wait for the next episode when you guys are going to take on another crime. And, a couple of people joking. It's like, well, there's somebody I've been looking to take care of for a while. Maybe you can, maybe when they disappear, you can track down the murderer or whatever. And you close stream and you feel fairly confident, like you haven't been arrested. No one's been murdered. So that's good. You probably have a little bit of further conversation than you need to have with Detective Flores because they're just beginning their investigation. When someone pops into chat, voice chat.
Who is it?
Do you hop into voice chat too?
Oh, we weren't already in there? Sure.
This is post stream. You just like you hear a bloop and you see someone popping into voice chat.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Who's
Yeah.
that?
In so much trouble.
Do you pop
Thanks,
in?
Anonymous.
Yeah.
Welcome, Goblin
Goblin
Catapult.
Catapult just subscribed.
It's Rachy.
An anonymous user gifted 1 sub to Goblin Catapult.
And the person that Tom recognizes from the CCTV.
We can see his face.
Yeah.
So it's video chat.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Discord with the video.
Like he's
Like
like
this.
started his, yep.
Yeah. Yeah. They joined in on one of your Discords. And are just sitting there. They're both just kind of looking at all of you.
They're gonna kill us.
Yeah, they are.
With
Tom says that under his breath. It's like, that depends entirely upon you.
I still have OBS up, so I sneakily click start recording, which they wouldn't be able to tell.
Yes. Yes. Do you start recording or do you go live?
Ooh.
Would go.
Oh,
live.
they might notice if you go live.
Yeah,
That's a good point. But is Bo smart enough?
that's a good question.
Would they notice
Make it-
if I went
Make
live?
a smarts roll, Bo, and see if you're smart enough to not go live.
Okay, I'm rolling 5 on this
I
one, bud.
die.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
All
No.
ones, all ones.
8, 10, 16.
Oh,
Bo's so dumb. He's
the
like,
magic
hold on,
number."
guys. I got to go live for this one.
no. It's
Bo
not that bad.
regards two murderers in video chat. Let's see what they have to say, everybody.
So, they don't notice right away that you have gone live, but you have in fact gone live. And we will remember that 16 for later. So, or I should say maybe they don't appear to notice. They don't stop. They don't immediately hang up. And they just kind of look at you. And so what the broadcast catches is Rachie saying, that depends entirely upon you.
All right, Rachie, you got us, man. What is it that you want in order for us to not be murdered by you and Raboyo?
Raboyo, this is Goblin Catapult.
They killed Raboya.
Oh my God, the turns have tabled.
Yes, Raboyo caught on to our scheme. At first, he was happy taking the money, but then he decided that he didn't want to be involved anymore. So, when I had heard that Goblin was poking around, I made him an offer that he couldn't refuse. Lots and lots of money. So
you paid Raboyo Indian food to get electrocuted because you're into weird stuff, and you killed him with a chainsaw.
no, we electrocuted them. We electrocuted him, and then decided we were hungry, but we didn't want a delivery person coming up to the door, and like we couldn't answer it because his head was currently halfway off. So we
You
decided
ate
to
Indian
intercept it.
food around a decapitated body?
It's really good. It's good stuff.
I didn't think it
like
was
the
very
tomato
tasty.
based, or-
And technically, it's more Persian than it is Indian, but whatever. It was delicious. You can work up quite an appetite.
You hear
Electrocuting
that,
someone,
everybody?
torturing someone, electrocuting them, and then
Harvest's food. Is
Parvis's food is delicious. Even murderers think so. Make sure to use this code, I didn't do it, for 30% off your next order of biryani.
yes.
Oh.
So, would you like to? We can cut you in. All that's required is your silence, and I might come to you with a favor now and again. Goblin understands, don't you, Goblin? And Goblin kind of like nods.
I mean, I do like money.
Trying to think how sleazy Tom would go.
These Miata payments don't make themselves, you know?
I'm thinking Tom will be like, well, they're going to be arrested soon anyway because we're broadcasting this live on Twitch and we have a record of it, so it doesn't matter what I say. So yeah, then
Did not catch it somehow.
Roberto 91 just
And maybe not.
subscribed.
Maybe
What's the
I think
correct
probably
gift of the
only
2
Bo
ones
knows
to
that this
Mr.
is live at the
Roberto
moment.
91?
Yeah,
They have
we
given
probably don't even know.
100
Well,
it's live.
thanks.
77
'Cause that's more
subs in the
fun.
channel.
That's so
Oh
many.
yeah. Is no one? Oh, only Bo like of
Still.
us, right?
Yeah.
Still
Not
gonna be
only
like,
Bo. Like, it's not like he doesn't
I'll
have any
go.
viewers.
I'll go to Detective Flores in the morning and tell her everything, and then they won't be able to hurt me. So, yeah, I'm in.
Okay. So what you actually say is, yes, I'm in. Okay. But you're
Fully
lying. So
intending, fully
Yeah.
intending to like
go ahead and give me a roll. The die pool is 5. Give me a subtle.
Closing the page. So 3, 5.
Okay. So that seems, well, that's 1. Can't say I'm surprised, says
Hey,
Rachie.
Sushi's here.
What about you, Dolly? Do we have a deal?
I'm really. I don't know. I don't know. I'm really nervous. Can I?
Say something snarky.
Looks like you've been making your own deals. Oh God.
I mean, Make the roll.
Oh no!
Oh
Don't make me
no.
roll on that. That was
It sounds like a snarky to me, sort of.
God,
Base
that was
5 die.
stupid. Oh wait, 1, 5. So then 5. God, that was stupid though. Okay, I got a 5.
5 total. Good.
Yeah.
Your rejoinder is kind of exactly what she was expecting. So,
Oh, thank God.
what about Gar? You can't keep your activities hidden forever, Gar. It'd be better to have us on your side.
I mean, you ate Indian food around somebody that had no head. You know? Like, I feel like only certain kind of people can do that kind of thing. And I just don't know. I don't know if I can go along with somebody that can do that kind of thing. You know?
So, you are not agreeing.
I mean, can I tell them I agree but not agree?
Yeah. Subtle.
Okay, let me do that. Let's do that. Subtle, so we'll go 3. Okay.
So base 5 minus however many points, however many die you
Oh, we have a
total.
base 5 now,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
Gosh,
Because you're live streaming all this as we speak.
Oh,
that
my
significantly increases the risk.
Okay. Well, bad news. 9. I rolled a 9.
Rachie says, somehow, Gar, I don't think your head is in the game.
That's snark. There it is.
Right.
job.
Rachie gets a 1 on her snark roll.
Good, Rachie.
All right, that just leaves Bo.
Bo needs to regard some money in Bo's bank account before Bo agrees to any of this.
Is that going to be a subtle or is that going to be a smart?
Oh boy. Subtle, because I don't think Bo really wants to participate.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
just trying to squeeze him for some money. Are we base 5 now?
Yep.
Oh boy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9.
Aha. So Rachel will narrow her eyes at you. I would think you were trying to fool me, Bo, but you don't seem smart enough. And then Goblin, like, you hear whisper, and you hear, oh no, and then she hangs up. Clearly they have found out that you were live streaming the entire time. Then the lights go out in Dolly's apartment.
Are we all over there right now? Is that where we're live streaming from?
That's where you've been live streaming.
The bathroom specifically.
Sure.
Live streaming from the bathroom or any bathroom.
Yes. Again.
Yes.
And a couple of your Ghibli bits are out, but that's fine.
Sometimes you feel like
the water
a
helps
nut.
to cover it. The water helps to cover it. Yes. What do? Power is out.
Oh man, what a coincidence. Well, so, I guess so. It ends the stream, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'd pull up my phone for light. The flashlight on my phone.
Yep.
That's as far as I got.
You hear rattling at the front door of Dolores' apartment. As you flash the light over, you can see the knob wiggling.
Oh man.
What do?
I'm gonna pick up Marguerite and be ready to launch her at the enemy. Attack formation.
Wait,
Okay.
Marguerite, Gar is strong too.
Yeah,
Couldn't she, start
we've been
stacking up
practicing this.
Stacking up furniture at the door?
Now we're doing the Colossus Wolverine attack move, man.
Cool. The Colossus
right.
Wolverine attack move.
So Bo is prepared to launch Gar at whoever is trying to break in. What are Tom and Dolores?
The fastball special.
What
Let's
are Tom
do
and
it.
Dolly doing?
Is there
feel
a
like-
fire escape?
Yeah.
All right, Tom's gone. I'm out the fire.
Okay.
Like,
Tom's running.
Tom's
I
gone.
just, well, Gar and Bo are just absolutely being ridiculous. I am really embarrassed about my lack of snark and my lack of smarts. I'm just hiding in the shower.
All right. I would like Tom and Dolly to give me subtle rolls.
That's 5, right?
6.
Oh, no.
With 6 now.
I'm so glad I've bought way too many dice.
Oh, 7.
Oh my god. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Ooh, no es muy bueno. All right. So as the door pops open, there's a little bit of backlight from the hall. Apparently, someone cut the power to this apartment. You see a couple of figures in the darkness. Bo and Gar, I need you to make strength rolls, or I should say strong rolls. Base 6.
Basics now. God bless it.
I got an 8.
All right.
And a 16.
Bad news. I got a 14.
Oh my god.
Boy.
Yeah, 14. This
So-
is not going to end well.
Wait,
So
how did you
basically,
how did you get
Go
a
ahead.
14
A
on
3, a 4, and a 4, and a
Oh my
3.
god.
Yeah, 2 4s and 2 3s.
That's crazy.
beautiful.
It's nuts.
So
Just crazy.
Bo is prepared to launch Gar as some sort of living weapon at these interlopers, but instead just like shoves her to the ground.
Bo regards an ass kicking, bro. Throw.
Yes. Just shove sideways down onto the ground.
Yeah.
So Gar has a perfect view as there's a pop sound, and you can see a little glint in the air as suddenly Bo is just by a taser.
Oh.
Don't tase me, bro.
Yes, and falls to the ground unconscious.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say Gar is stunned and is like just trying to back away as one of these figures leaps on Gar and then wraps her up in tape.
No.
Dolly is hiding in the bathtub, and you hear silence, and then you hear step, step, step,
No.
and then the shower curtain parts,
This is nightmare.
and you are
nightmare.
manhandled out. And yes, and you have a bag put over your head. Tom is
Is it an
gone.
Indian food bag?
Yeah.
Oh god, not the same one.
Yeah. Oh no. Tom is gone. Are you doing anything, Tom, or are you just running for your life?
I'm trying to think of it. Tom is not noble or anything like that.
Yeah.
And even if these were the closest things Tom had to friends, he's got no loyalty to them. But on the flip side, he does want to like seem like a hero, so he might call the Lieutenant Flores or Detective Flores and be like, "I've got a break in the case. I solved the whole thing. The killers are here. I deserve a medal."
Sure.
I just don't know which one he would do, to be honest.
Sure. Well, we'll say that you call and say that, you think that the murderers are busy and you can give an address, and maybe she'll send a patrol car while you hop into your car and drive off to your place. So you all come to, you are bound to chairs. But the good news is, from about waist up, you look fine. Someone's even done Dolly's hair to make it look nice. Your makeup has been refreshed. But as you come to, you see cameras all in front of you. And standing behind are these two shadowy figures, and they're holding up an iPad with scrolling text. And you hear Rachie say, "Read the script or we kill you."
Okay. What is it? What does it say?
She will hit the go live, and it instructs you to say, it instructs you, Bo, to say, "It's me, Bo, and I'm regarding the joke that we told you all. Ha ha ha." It's basically you are recanting your story, your accusations.
Okay. Hey, everybody, it's me, Bo, and I am here to talk about the. He just reads whatever's on there.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if his followers are going to believe that he doesn't say, it's me, Bo, and I'm regarding, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's some giveaways or whatever, but Bo will read it. He doesn't want to die.
Yep. Now, Dolly, she will hold the iPad to you, and the script says, actually, we had to pretend because I hate to say it, but one of our crew is the actual murderer.
Are there any like typos in this?
No,
Oh, dang it.
but there are extraneous yous.
Oh.
You're like color on my
I
neighbors.
put it in, I put it in
I know that I'm one of your favorite streamers, but
Yeah, I'm putting emphasis on the use.
okay, sure.
That's like your giveaway.
Yeah. Because the thing, like, no one knows who I am. I have been caught up in this ridiculous streamer mess, but really, I'm little itty bitty.
Okay.
So,
But you
yeah.
read the script.
I read the script, but yeah, I definitely make a big deal of the use, because obviously none of us, especially Bo, are not, from a place that puts use in their words.
Right.
All right. We were riding the lorry the other day. Had to
Yeah,
take the lift up to the
right?
3rd floor. Yes. Yes.
Too bad it was
It's a-
raining. I brought my brolly.
Yes, it's a little and your wellies. It's a little stilted, but still, the story emerges that Tom, in fact, was the murderer, and that you were pretending to go along and investigate the crime with Tom. He was about to be found out. His past fraud and the way that he has been fooling the local police was about to be found out, and he was desperate, and he got involved in a murder for hire game. And was joining with you to investigate it, hopefully throwing you off the scent. But no, you were too smart for him. And then now it goes over to Gar. And Gar, do you read the script?
Yes, I read the script, but I
Okay.
read it like first of all, like I'm not on stream, so I look completely different. Like I like wear a wig on stream and I do like a whole and like I don't look like that when I'm just like chilling.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like do they do me up or am I just normal?
I will say that while you guys were knocked out, they did you up
Okay.
because they
All
did
right.
Dolly up too.
I'm going to read it like the real me though, not like Marguerite.
Okay. Okay. Which probably comes across the stream like, oh, now they're getting real serious. And you can see enough on the screen that people are like, oh, I knew there was something weird about that. It couldn't be as simple as that. This is really cool. Your numbers are great. I mean, it's the second stream in one night, but the numbers are really fantastic and the engagement is very, very high. And then you're basically like, yeah, and Rachie was in on it with us. So big shout out to her. Go give her a follow. Someone types in SO. Rachie latest scene.
Right.
Playing Stream Raiders slash murdering people. Yes, so that's great. You all have a chance to sign off. Bo, the last line on the iPad is for you.
Okay.
And it's your typical, all right, we're signing off now. And then, wait, did you guys hear that? Oh no, I think he's here. And then the stream drops.
Oh no. We're gonna die.
Yes. No, you're not all. You're not going to die because only one of you rolled a 16.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
So, Rachie and GC step forward into the light and say, "We have to make it believable. Sorry, Bo."
What?
And then proceed to electrocute him and then chop his head
I didn't
off.
roll a 16, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
did.
you did.
Yeah,
shit.
you did.
I rolled a
Yep.
16.
You're
They
dead,
proceed.
bro.
They
That's
proceed
really
to
sad.
electrocute you by tasing you multiple times, and then once you are unconscious / dead, they chop off your head. And they will inform you that you are all implicated, so you are now in the gang. Or if you are not, they will find you. So Tom shows up the next day at the precinct to check in with Detective Flores and is immediately put into custody because there are some eyewitnesses saying that you were in fact the murderer all along.
Just like you predicted pre-stream.
Yep.
Man.
And
Wow.
Dolly and Gar can continue streaming if they would like.
These cops are terrible. We definitely cracked the case and proved it. They admitted it live on air.
But then
Yeah.
you recanted it.
And then you recanted
Yeah,
it.
but that was under duress.
It's true. Well, the good news is that a significant portion of the community is convinced that there's something going on that wasn't
Yeah.
revealed. There's a number of conspiracy theories, and maybe a few folks that aren't dead or in prison adopt new streamer personas and get even deeper into the true crime stuff, having been so close to foiling a true crime, but then kind of getting caught up in it and
Well,
losing a few of their friends.
I'm kind of like half fine with it being pinned on Tom because Tom clearly belongs in jail.
Yeah.
You know, for other
sure.
things.
100%.
But now there's murdering streamers on the loose. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Well,
That's what you're upset about, not about Bo regarding his own demise. Come
Oh
on.
yeah, I guess I got some bow blood on my blouse.
The
too,
DNA is in your mouth,
Well,
man.
And
it's true.
maybe Dolly and I continue to stream, but maybe like on the low, we're also still like trying to come up with plans to like, get vengeance, justice for
Yeah.
Bo.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I feel like
Hashtag
that's
justice for Bo starts trending.
Yes.
like I realize my purpose because that for so long.
And they start
I-
pushing for capital punishment. The Twitter masses who don't know any better, they're like, justice for Bo.
Yes. Yes.
Capital punishment for Tom.
Right.
Yeah.
Tom is let out of a technicality because Tom is extremely lucky.
Tom's extremely lucky. Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't read me my Miranda rights.
Exactly. Because she just walked in, they were so excited they beat the crap out of you, but they were so excited to take you to take you down that you were already booked before, like, oh crap, we didn't read him his rights, and then you were let loose.
Would Tom allow himself to be recruited for our or for taking down Goblin Catapult and Rachie?
I would say Tom only does stuff if there's something in it for him,
we
but
go,
well, I
revenge
mean,
is
Tom
in
being
it for him.
murdering them?
Yeah, revenge.
Revenge, but also like if you stay in it with me, we can do hot tub streams and make a lot of money
Yep.
because we're good looking.
And you are part of the ring that is laundering money coming out of Uzbekistan. So you actually do there's quite a bit of money in it. We close on 6 months later, after the world has forgotten about Tom, what happened with Tom, and Tom is back to doing Tom stuff. It's like, you got away with murder, but whatever. Come on back and work with us and consult. Detective Flores has retired as a new detective that you're working with because you just keep falling into success. Dolores and Marguerite have maintained a kind of a sham of streaming, and which is going very, very well. Your numbers are shockingly good.
I decided to join the hot tub
Yes.
coven. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're not streaming that often, but when you do stream, the engagement's very, very high and the tips continue to flow. But you now have, inspired by GC, you now have a kind of like blurry, backlit witness kind of true crime thing where you're exploring all these conspiracy theories. And the numbers on that one are actually pretty good too. It's not a lot of revenue. And you have found a way to make peace with yourself and each other, and are just starting to think about how can we get Rachie. We've got to bring her down. She's clearly the head of some sort of international conspiracy. When there's a knock on the door.
Oh God.
It's Bo.
It isn't,
Oh,
but it looks like Bo.
It's Bo's twin brother.
Bo has a twin brother.
Oh man, his name is No Regards,
Yep.
he's got a goatee. He's
but
the
it's
bad
spelled
one.
like Neau, like no regard.
Yes. Yes. It is Bo, but with a mustache and goatee. Who's like, hey, dude, thought you guys could help me figure out what happened to my bro. And then fade to the little black circle. The end credits.
That's funny.
Ba-dum-bum.
Oh my
Yes.
God. We didn't do it.
I mean,
No, we
We-
failed.
Bo's dead.
Bo died. That's ridiculous.
Fuck
We
you.
failed. We did not win D&D.
You missed a bunch of clues.
Yeah, we did. Of course we did.
kidding.
Did you see what Beauregard was doing? He swam in blood.
Yeah, well, that was comedy gold, but it was more the investigation later. You missed the clues that would have led you to early on detect that it wasn't GC, but rather
Oh, gotcha.
that it was Raboya who was dead. And if you had figured that out, you probably would have not.
I said we should take the DNA and run it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's
how would you
hard.
do that?
That would take a long time.
I
I
don't
was
know.
fine with blood type. Oh,
Send
I
it into
forgot
23andMe.
Yeah, send it in 23andMe. See if we have any familial connections.
Yeah.
Right,
I should have kept on with the blood typing, but I forgot about it.
right.
Oh yeah, whoops.
But
Dolly has ADHD.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Oh
most
yeah, I
of
was gonna do that.
but most of you survived.
Yeah, that's true. We are alive.
And there's a new regards brother, so it all turned out okay.
You no regards. I hope you're slightly smarter.
No regards is not any smarter,
Oh great.
but if anything, he's even more swole. So
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
okay.
Hot tub streams are on.
Down.
yes, awesome. So that was Only Murders in the Stream, a very silly adaptation of the what is it called? Into the Line True Crime Edition, which is an indie game. It is available on itch.io. Just search Into the Line. There's the main game and a bunch of different like kind of flavor hacks. I mean, the mechanics are all basically the same. But if you couldn't tell, this one was directly inspired by Only Murders in the Building, which is a great show. If you haven't watched it, you should. But yeah, that was a bunch of streamers get involved in true crime broadcasting and then get involved in a little bit more than they anticipated and die.
Maybe we should not become true crime podcasters, friends.
Yeah, no one should.
Yeah, I don't think we should become hot tub streamers either.
certainly
Yeah.
not. You couldn't pay me enough.
Yeah.
I don't. You could definitely pay me enough.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
you
you
could
could
pay
do
me
it
enough.
though.
You could pay me enough. I would do it.
Yeah?
For money, like a lot of money.
A lot of money.
I mean,
right,
I'm not.
chat.
I'm not cheap. You know what I'm saying? But I would do it.
Let's get
Everybody
that
has a
GoFundMe
price.
going.
I'm only a teacher. I don't have any money. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Apparently, SJ wants to pay me to get in the hot tub. Sounds like.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh man. Maybe next episode.
I have to change into a cute thong.
Sell out with me. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Ow.
Is it possible to have negative subs? I mean,
I mean, look, somebody's gonna like it. Not a lot, but somebody is gonna like it.
it's true, and it's the internet. There's probably 100,000 people out there that pay for it. just gotta find your niche, man.
Yeah.
Market for
Alright.
everything.
Well, that was pretty fun. I like that one. That was good.
That was fun.
I miss
It was silly.
Beauregards.
It's fine.
He regarded
we
so
missed
much.
we missed so many clues.
It's fine.
Yes.
You're just a bunch of streamers. You did very, very well. You didn't die.
Someone should have been smart.
And if Bo hadn't rolled, the magic number would have survived. But per
Ripperonis.
rules, if you roll a 16, you either wind up in jail forever or you are dead. Because the
Yeah,
murder
and you're
targets you.
dead.
Yeah. So that was it. A good one-shot system. Easy to pick up. We did basically, with the exception of coming up with names and character concepts, we did all of it on stream. It's something that if you enjoy RPGs, what we do, or if you want to try it out, but you find things like D&D a little intimidating because you don't want to have to buy 75 books and read a bunch hundreds and hundreds of pages of rules and then have to argue about those rules. There's a lot of really great indie games out there that are literally a couple of pieces of paper that you can pick up and play.
Yeah,
So try 'em
those
out.
two
Yeah, this was super easy. I just read it this afternoon and I was like, all right, let's do it.
Awesome. And then the vote in Discord for the next one was overwhelmingly sci-fi, even though SJ voted 7 times. Even when I backed that out, it was still sci-fi by a nose. So we will be doing Starship Scoundrels.
Nice.
Okay.
Idiot.
Say you don't know
Firefly?
any much about sci-fi as a person.
Do you know about
So-
westerns?
Option to be an idiot.
Yes,
Okay,
it is. It's going to be similar. We're going to be using a hack of the lasers and feelings system, which is another you can fit the entire game on one page. It'll be the same kind of thing where you just come up with a character concept, make a couple of decisions. You literally just pick a number to decide whether you are more thinky or more feely. And then you're just going to roll a d6 to see how well you do. Sometimes you can roll 2 or 3 depending upon what you're good at, and it will and chaos and hilarity will ensue because it's not being about being simulationist. It's about flying around in a crappy old ship trying not to die.
All right. I already got mine. I already got it.
It's like a little firefly-y.
It's a little Firefly. It's a little Edge of the Empire, Star Wars, just kind of gritty, scoundrelly folks trying to keep flying, not get arrested, not get blown up by aliens.
Right.
Also, if you haven't seen Firefly, Lissa, you could
should
watch
watch
the
it.
entire series before.
Oh no, I've seen Firefly in the
Oh,
movie.
okay.
But
Yeah.
I just generally sci-fi is not something I can.
Yeah, just base all your stuff off of Firefly. You'd be all right.
done.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And you can do things like if you want to have transporters, you can have transporters. You want to have clones, you can have clones. It's very open and narrative, much like the last couple of games we've played. So
Cool.
anyway, get those character
Sign me
concepts
up.
going and get hype for I think next week when we come back and go to a galaxy long, long ago and far, far away.
All right.
Good.
Well,
And probably Juice will die again.
I mean, Captain No Regard is going to
Captain No Regard.
throw us into the path of the parsecs of the Kessel Run. It'll be fine.
Yep.
No.
Yep, it'll be cool.
Nice.
Shields to aft, full speed ahead.
Certainly.
Cat Dad, what do you do and where do you do it?
I stream on Twitch. I'm trying to come up with a schedule, but it's to be determined at this point. At catdaddyboo.com. Yeah, that's.
Cat Daddy Boomer.
I was Tom.
Ah, got him.
Woo! Get
roasted.
dunked upon, nerd. NBA All-Star Weekend.
Roll for snark.
Yes, exactly. That was a 1 on that snark roll. Thank you.
Lissa, you're next.
Oh, that's it? Oh, wait, but I do like Cat Daddy Boo. He's a lot of fun. I was totally making fun of him. He's great.
We just ended his whole thing with a roast.
Right?
I only roast him because he's funny. He's
Yeah.
always funny, and I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
Sick of his humor. Dang it. I'm much less funny, but my name is Lissa, and I full-time stream Wednesdays through Sundays at twitch.tv/lissa.tv, LYSSA, or twitch.tv/listen. That's pretty much what I do. That's all I got.
Yes, I am Megan Amell. I am a high school teacher by day, and then when I have breaks, especially over the summer, I am basically a full-time streamer. I stream right now during the year Tuesdays, Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Central, and Saturdays. I don't know. Yesterday I accidentally streamed for 10 hours, so
Whoopsies.
I usually do. Yeah, whoops. I usually do my big streams, like my long let's hang out and do Stream Raider streams on Saturday. So that's what I do during the school year, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. But once we're on spring break, once we're in the summer, I'll be around probably about 5-6 days a week. So, that's where you can find me, meganamel.tv.
Cool. I'm Juice. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch. I also work for the for Captain TV, the game studio that makes Stream Raiders. I will be streaming tomorrow. We'll be returning to RimWorld. I'm a RimWorld main now, thanks to SJ. And as of right now, if you're listening and you want to get a binder or a full set of Juicetopia cards, Michael, you're going to want to go to juices.tv, which is a storefront, and place your order. Quantities are limited. I know I made that sound like a joke, but that's a real thing, and you can do that. But
I
yeah,
already did it.
cool. Thanks, Meg. So I'm gonna be done, and since Lissa's done, we'll do it maybe next time and then do a raid, if that's
I'm gonna
cool.
say something.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, who are you?
Exactly. Wow.
I'm so sorry.
Wow. I'm sorry I brought your twin brother back now.
Oh.
I know, right?
Then he immediately falls down steps and dies. No, I am Zero or Zero Daylight or Michael or DM or GM or Keeper or whatever the system requires. You can catch me over at cpluscontent.tv for all the YouTube-y stuff, all the cool stuff that we've done in the past, including a long-running D&D campaign and a couple of things, even some sci-fi stuff with Cat Dad. We have over at live.cpluscontent.tv. We stream a couple times a week. The next thing is on Thursday evening at 6 p.m. Central, the third and concluding episode of Spectrum Squad, a Henshin Super Sentai Power Rangers inspired TTRPG, which is super duper fun. That one is actually being run by SJ. It's the first time she's ever run a TTRPG, and she's killing it. And then on Sunday early, we are starting, and I think it's this next Sunday, we are starting Twin Falls, which is a Delta Green story that is set in Willow Bluff, the same kind of shared setting that we use for all of our horror spooky stuff. And that one is going to be run by Chuv. And that gives me a chance to play. So that'll be cool. We met today and got all our characters worked out. So that'll have Chev and SJ and Warwick, and Batty is going to play as well. So it'll be a fun crew. More stuff to come. Check out all the stuff on community.cpluscontent.tv. That's the Discord. You can go check things out, and you can vote there about the next thing that we do after the upcoming Starship Scoundrels next week.
Awesome.
Cool. That's my spiel. Now we should go rate somebody.
Yay!
Should. I don't know. What do you want to do, Meg, for an alternate thing?
I was just thinking we could use like C+ content ones. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to. It's technically you anyway. It works. You know?
Okay. If you have C+ content emotes or Licity or Meg or anything, Cat Daddy Boo, chuck it in there, dogs.
Check in stuff.
Chuck it in there, man. So, will we win D&D next week?
No.
No, probably not. We're all
Maybe
gonna
next
die again.
Oh, God.
Cat Dad gets
we
it.
should take votes on who's gonna die next time. I
Just do
bet
the
you
thing
it's no
so
regard.
Juice will be happy.
Prediction.
Just do the thing so Juice will be happy. Come on, Meg.
Okay.
Just gotta get it over with.
All right.
Cat Dad.
Oh, I did it.
I
No,
know.
together.
3, 2, 1.
Maybe next time. Hey.
Time.
We
All
did
right.
it.
I thought that was over, but apparently not.
No, it's timeless.
It's
Yeah.
just begun.
Why would it ever be over? That's our catchphrase.
Why would it ever be over?
That's
We're
our
obnoxious.
tagline. Yeah.
I just have to kill everyone next time.
Yeah, we all have to die. If you
I feel
want to
like
stop it.
every week Michael writes in his journal, maybe this is the week they'll take D&D seriously, and it will never
Yeah.
be the week that we take D&D seriously. I'm
Our
sorry.
I know.
answer is
That's
maybe
fine.
next
Yeah,
time.
maybe
Michael.
next time, Michael.
Never.
Maybe.
Is it. I'm not that self-deluded.
We
it's
rolled a
fine.
1 on Snark. All right, we're gonna go
Wow.
raid
All
Zine.
right.
I'll see you over there. Oh, that's a good one.
Alrighty.
Woof.
Oh,
Cool.
awesome. Well done.
All right. Bye, friends. We'll see you tomorrow
Yeah.
night.
Okay. Good
Okay,
night.
Bye.
Dog is yelling at me.